10:02, good morning from the Circus Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Lucas Panzica. The American League took the MLB All-Star game in Philly on Tuesday 4-0, wrapping up All-Star Week. Regular season play starts back tomorrow. One half of the 2026 World Cup final is set as Spain stifled France in a 2-0 win. They move on to their second ever appearance in a final, which happens on Sunday. Spain awaits the winner between England and Argentina. That semifinal happens this afternoon at 2 p.m. in Atlanta. Nashville Soccer Club reportedly made a pair of signings on Tuesday, bringing in Tunisian World Cup veteran winger Elias Saad, who is playing his club soccer in Germany, as well as 21-year-old Senegalese midfielder Famara Camara, who is playing in Norway. Nashville back in action Friday against Atlanta. For all your foundation repairs and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Does the immovable object always stop the unstoppable force? That's what I felt like we were supposed to get between Spain and France yesterday in the World Cup semifinal. And the immovable object, Spain's defense, just not giving any oxygen. France bounced unceremoniously. I'm sure there are some people who would have looked at it, who Lucas would do the analysis better than I would do it, as somebody who's more of a casual to this thing, and could have made the case that Spain, playing the way that they have, playing theirself into form, the defense has been the constant, right? It's just been kind of, they looked a little sluggish at times in the early phases, and then, in the semifinal, they play their best ball. And it's against the team that's just been otherworldly as far as the scoring goes. And they choke them out. Bad blood across the board. And Spain advances to the World Cup final.
Spain are like 2012 Alabama.
No.
There's nothing flashy about it.
What was that LSU-Alabama final?
It was the 2011 season, where they rematched. Bama beat LSU in the regular season 9-6, and what was supposed to be the game of the century in overtime. It was a field goal fest. And then in the national championship, Alabama didn't let LSU cross the 50-yard line. Yeah. 21-0 final. Just stifled them. And the game was dreadfully boring. Yeah. This game was not entertaining. There weren't fireworks in this game because Spain shut down everything France wanted to do. They could possess the ball and string together 75 consecutive passes, it felt like, especially in the lead up to that second goal. That was just vintage Spain back to front. Their press was linked. It was just in perfect cohesion, and they didn't allow France to excel in those transition moments where they have just lit the world on fire in this tournament. And Spain move on to the World Cup final in unspectacular but dominant and near flawless fashion.
So with that, we will see who will face Spain in the World Cup final between England and Argentina later today, which I hope will be just a simply more entertaining game.
Oh, I think it will. I feel like this game's going to have
that was your pick.
Some chaos.
I don't know if you were basing that off the way you thought. I don't know if you thought Spain and France was going to play itself out that way. You did back me off a little bit because I said fireworks, because these are two of the most electric teams, or France certainly one of the most electric teams, and I was expecting more from them, I think, fair to say. And I think you correctly pointed out that that's not your fireworks game. That's your tactics game.
I think that happens in a lot of sports. Like, there are probably multiple examples of teams that you could say were the best and were not the most entertaining to watch. Like those Alabama teams under Nick Saban, before they evolved with the offensive stuff and started bringing in the Jerry Judys and electric receivers, those vintage Bama teams under Saban were boring because of how dominant they were. You run the football, you dominate time of possession, stifling defense. That's kind of what Spain is in this World Cup and what Spain has been in the past in the 21st century. Whereas England-Argentina, in my opinion, today, this game is going to be more entertaining than the World Cup final, regardless of who Spain faces in the World Cup final, because you have two imperfect teams that are flawed but have superstars that can take over in any moment. plus all the emotions and the history between the two nations.
One of the most, I don't even want to say it's overused because I think it may be appropriate, but one of the most common phrases in sports, regardless of sports, is offense wins games, defense wins championships. Is that universally applicable?
I think so.
Seattle just did it, right? I mean, Seattle has a quarterback that is above average, and they've got one of the best offensive skill players in the sport. They had a quality running back. Charbonnet being out, I think, hurt them a little bit. But their defense, we would all agree that the defensive unit for Seattle was the better of the two units.
Yes. Even though they had the offensive player of the year.
They did have the offensive player of the year. Absolutely. And I don't want to take away from what Darnold and JSN and Kenneth Walker during his time with the Seahawks did, but I wonder if that's not universally applicable. Like, we spend so much time talking about Cam, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. He's a number one overall pick at quarterback, this, that, and the other. But if we're talking about the thing that actually advances you through the playoffs, like the cheat code, is the cheat code the defense?
Yeah, I guess in hockey, goaltending is a huge conversation. It feels like less so in recent Stanley Cup finals where you have to have the bona fide star goal scorers if you want to hoist the Stanley Cup. But yeah, I think that's pretty universal. Definitely that applies to soccer, where it is the ultimate team sport. A lot like football, where having the one superstar like Kylian Mbappe isn't always going to unlock things for you. And we saw that on full display yesterday in that game. And in this matchup, you have Lionel Messi and the likes of Julian Alvarez on one side for Argentina, Jude Bellingham and Harry Kane on the other side. But two teams that have had to scratch and claw and have not had sure paths to the semifinal. England have had a much tougher path to this semifinal than Argentina, who have just been a tightrope act. But I think England's wins over Mexico and Norway, those are more impressive. Those obstacles were tougher to overcome than anything Argentina had to overcome in the knockout rounds, with great respect to Cabo Verde and Egypt and Switzerland, who were incredibly valiant in those games. I can't wait to see what happens. I think this is the type of game where you're going to see a referee struggling to control things, where players from the bench start spilling out onto the field at some point, and there's just chaos. And soccer is a game of moments. This game, I think, is going to have some moments that potentially make it a classic, not to hype it up too much.
You and Kroll were talking this morning about the third place game. And I'm sure I knew at some point in my life that the World Cup has a third place game. That's dumb.
Yeah, nobody cares about it.
I don't want to take anybody's dumbest thing in sports.
No, I'm going to watch it because it's a World Cup game, technically, but
I think that's the one I'm okay with not watching.
Oh,
I mean,
sure.
I know Mbappe's...
No, it's irrelevant. It's completely irrelevant.
But, like, it's... I mean, I did watch some of the group stage games that didn't matter. I don't know, but that was at the onset of the tournament. Now that we have a final, like...
Yeah, but even those group stage games that don't matter, like Uzbekistan can be playing their third and final group stage game, already having been eliminated from the knockout rounds, but that game means everything to the people in Uzbekistan to get a goal, a result in a World Cup, in their first ever World Cup. Whereas the third place game, especially when it's two giants, France versus either England or Argentina, none of those players want to be there. All of those players fell short of the ultimate goal. It can be different when Morocco makes a run to the semifinal, or one of these underdogs make an inspiring run to the semifinal, and they do have something to play for because they weren't supposed to be there. And to play for a third place in a World Cup for some nations means a lot, not so much for nations that fully expect to win the World Cup. Other than Mbappe adding on to his tally for the Golden Boot race, if he even plays Saturday, which I guess he will, but you can certainly bench a lot of your stars.
Would you play if you're him? This is kind of like you said that Stu Gatz had a tweet this morning about
is the World Cup, he put out a poll, is the World Cup third place game the Outback Bowl, which I loved. But yeah, I think he's going to play. Players want to play. He wants to add on to his legacy, his World Cup record goal tally that is just a hair behind Messi, but is almost assuredly, assuming health, going to blow right past Messi. The dude's 27 years old. But Larry says it's kind of like the NIT of soccer. Yeah, I mean, more or less. So, yeah, it is what it is. No, they can get rid of the third place game. Nobody would bat an eye. This isn't the Olympics.
For what it's worth, I'm filling in for Stu Gatz on Friday from, I think that's 2 to 4 Central Time. So if you're... Obviously, if you have a moment between Blaine and Zach and 3HL and you want to pop over to Fox Sports Radio, I will be hanging out there. I don't know who I'm hosting with. Fitzy is having his surgery.
Oh,
this week.
okay.
Yeah. Open heart surgery at 49, man. That's scary.
Would you not just do it by yourself? Is the Stugotz show not with Stugotz?
No.
Is it not solo show?
No.
Oh, you have the chops. You can do it. You do a solo show.
I mean, I could.
But
Yeah, but
you just do it with the people he does it with.
Stugotz's solo show and Levitard's solo show and Dan Patrick's solo show are kind of like me saying that this is a solo show. Like, this hasn't been a solo show for basically, I don't know, the first 6 months of its existence. And then I got tired of talking to myself.
So some of the psychological warfare for this, I already, I talked about the Falklands War and all the history between these nations.
Well, save it for me in the next segment, if you would, because there's a few things that I don't have 20 minutes on that I think we can get in here. You brought up yesterday. We'll talk a lot about the World Cup and the England-Argentina match throughout the course of the show today. You brought up yesterday as your Ono, Kathy Engelbert, who is the WNBA commissioner, and your Ono was based on her canceled appearance with the Dan Patrick Show.
Yeah, while playing golf behind the Dan Patrick Show at the tournament they were at during the time that she was supposed to be on to answer questions about Caitlin Clark.
Yeah,
yes.
that's a pretty tough one.
Pretty rough look.
Are you now? Have you now seen the front office sports reporting that because the NBA is financially vested in the WNBA, like that's how the WNBA survived for as many years as it did, while not making money. Adam Silver apparently pleaded with Kathy Engelbert to suspend the player who put a fist in Caitlin Clark's throat.
Alyssa
Thomas. Is it Alyssa Thomas for the Suns?
Alyssa Thomas.
Or for the, is it the Phoenix Mercury? It's not the Phoenix Suns. I think it's the Phoenix Mercury.
Alyssa Thomas.
Okay, Alyssa Thomas.
Mercury, yes, the Mercury.
The sun is made of mercury.
That's true.
Is it?
I have no idea.
Lucas just said that's true. Did you say that's true, knowing that was true?
The sun is not made of mercury. It is primarily composed of plasma.
What is made of mercury?
Thermometers.
We don't do that anymore, right? Like we're not making actual thermometers. I can't say that word.
Well, Mercury, the planet, I would assume.
Oh, yeah, there is a planet called Mercury.
What is made of mercury?
Is Mercury made of mercury?
Mercury's a great child name.
The planet.
Like if you had a daughter.
Merc. Call him Merc.
Murky.
I like Merc.
For a boy?
No, I just said a girl.
A girl?
Literally. In
Mercury?
the sentence where I said it would be a good name, I said for a girl.
No, I thought I must have misheard you. I said, surely, Mercury, I guess.
Mercury would be cute.
You know,
I don't know. That it feels like she's a Star Wars character, a Star Trek character.
There are ancient figures that consumed mercury because they thought it would make them immortal.
How'd that work out?
It literally just poisoned and killed them.
Yeah.
All right.
This is like people that used to use leeches to get rid of headaches. Like
that doesn't work.
Apparently,
where would you even find leeches other than these bizarre,
lake? Have you ever been in a lake before? A river? There are leeches in every freshwater thing around here.
I famously can't swim.
Apparently, Abe Lincoln used to take mercury pills because they thought it would help his depression.
Did it?
Don't think so.
Didn't matter. went a different way.
Yeah.
Old Abe. Anyway, so Kathy Engelbert. I think we don't talk much about the WNBA. I do a lot of that on the Fox stuff. If you were talking about any of the major sports commissioners, I'm not familiar. I'm not super familiar, Lucas, with Don Garber. Is Don Garber somebody who soccer fans, MLS fans feel like has done a good job with the MLS?
MLS fans have all sorts of issues with Don Garber, like any fan has.
Any fan is going to have some issue, right?
But he has no question led Major League Soccer to a place that it is in a much better place now than it was 10 years ago, 15 years ago, and so on. So there are a lot of faults there, but I think Don Garber has done a good job as MLS commissioner. There are obviously criticisms.
Robert, we would agree that whatever criticisms an NFL fan might have with Roger Goodell, that Roger Goodell is the most successful commissioner in the history of the sport.
Like right now, is there another commissioner that's, I mean, I know people don't like him, but like people definitely don't like Adam Silver. People definitely don't like Rob Manfred. Like who's the hockey commissioner?
Gary Bettman. Gary Bettman. I would say that Gary Bettman kind of benefits from being not, people don't talk about Gary Bettman a lot. I mean, I'm sure hockey fans do. I'm sure there are moments in time. I'm sure like around the when we weren't letting the NHL guys play in the Olympics and stuff like that. I'm sure I'm sure there have been Gary Bettman conversations. Now, we don't do a lot of regular season hockey around here.
He's booed at like the Stanley Cup presentation. He's booed whenever he steps in front of hockey fans.
But I think that if you're talking about commissioners in major American sports that have actively hurt their leagues, I would submit Silver and Manfred. Now, I think Manfred,
Google thinks it's Don Garber.
Oh, really?
What's the logic?
What did you Google?
I said, who are the most respected commissioners in professional sports? Don Garber is heavily respected for steadily growing Major League Soccer from a niche market into a rapidly expanding stable of North America. Track the league's progress at MLS.
So it's favorable.
He came from the NFL. He worked in the NFL league office, Don Garber, before taking over Major League Soccer.
My point with all that is, I think that Rob Manfred has actually done a better job of late. Now, baseball is potentially facing a labor strike in the coming months, and that, I'm sure we'll be telling. And there's the images of the last, CBA negotiation that they had where he's practicing his chip shot and stuff like that.
Why do you say that? Because he hasn't said anything dumb lately?
No, because he's changed the rules to make baseball more palatable.
That's true, yep. Some of the review stuff, the game's moving quicker.
I think that maybe, I don't know if I could say net positive. I probably wouldn't, but I might argue push on Rob Manfred. I think Adam Silver's hurt his league.
For sure.
I think Adam Silver has been, and it's not lost on me, Lucas, that Kathy Engelbert is now, I think she's a hindrance. I think she is definitively a hindrance. And it's not just because you have to get up there and do the Dan Patrick interview. Like Dan, there are people who do talk radio who do opinions. Dan Patrick is not Colin Cowherd. Dan Patrick is not, I don't know who's another, maybe Cowherd's not over the top, but who's another super polarizing, like Dan Patrick's not Clay Travis, right? He's going to ask you questions that are fair to be asked, and it is your decision in how you handle them, right? Dan Patrick has done a number of interviews. He's a consummate professional. Every commissioner in major sports for the last, I don't know, how long has Dan Patrick been doing a radio show? How long ago was his ESPN radio show? It's 100 years ago, right? So every commissioner since Nam has done Dan Patrick's show, and Kathy Engelbert can't be bothered to answer Caitlin Clark questions because she's worried that her approach is not going to be sufficient at the Lake Tahoe Celebrity Golf Tournament. Like, what are we doing?
And then this news.
Well, there's that with Silver basically pleading with her to suspend Alyssa Thomas after the Caitlin Clark incident.
I don't know, pleading basically was like, hey, suspend Alyssa Thomas.
Yes.
Like, I'm your boss for all intents and purposes.
I don't even think those are very public. Those have been talked about a lot. There's and I can't remember the woman's name, but there's a WNBA player who's receiving death threats, receiving all kind of like racial backlash and things like that. And she said that she had reached out to Kathy Engelbert and just hadn't heard back. Like, hadn't heard back. You have the recent WNBA player, forgive me for not knowing these names. I should be more educated on it, especially if we end up getting a team at some point with the Tennessee Summit. But there was another player who I think is over or involved with the union who just aired her out, right? And all the issues within the last calendar year.
Oh, yeah.
Who just aired her out for all of the ways that she has failed the labor in the WNBA. She's an active hindrance. She is the worst commissioner in the major American sports.
Yeah, I think so. Nafisa Collier. Yeah. You basically called her negligent.
Robert, do you want to squeeze anything in here on these names?
No.
Okay. Do you want to do the names later?
Maybe.
Okay. Do you want to know what the Wordle word is?
I got it. Pshaw.
Pshaw, yeah. That's not fair. That's hardly a word.
I deduced it, but Pshaw is tough.
That is a tough one. JT, 615-737-1045 is the number. If you want to call us, you can. The FNM Bank chat, also open for business, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. If you would like to get involved there. JT is in Nashville first.
Hey, guys. Good morning. Just wanted to call and check in and see how you'd rank the 4 commissioners in the major sports league. And, y'all can include the WNBA commissioner in there as well, but just wanted to hear what you guys think. So thank you.
Thank you for the call. So, maybe we didn't rank them necessarily just then, but Goodell is the best commissioner for his sport. He may not be your favorite.
No league has seen more success than the NFL under Roger Goodell, like bar none. It's not close.
In the history of professional football, nobody has done more to boon professional football.
I say in the history of American sports, honestly.
I think you're probably right on that. And so Goodell, whatever criticisms you may have of him, whatever issue, maybe you just don't like him, right? I think Roger Goodell is the best American sports commissioner. I don't have enough of a working knowledge of Don Garber or Gary Bettman to speak intelligently. Lucas, it sounds like Don Garber might be second, though.
Yeah, I think so. Like in terms of raising, and a lot of it has to do with how far down Major League Soccer was, too. So he has probably carried it the most distance, 100%. Like Lionel Messi is at the top of the Golden Boot race in the World Cup at the age of 39. And when the World Cup's over, he's going to return to Major League Soccer. And it's not just him in terms of World Cup players returning to Major League Soccer. The profile of the league has been undeniably lifted with a lot more work to do. But yes, but MLS was at like level 1 or 2 there,
yeah.
Right? And he's taken it multiple steps up.
But let's just say today, on Wednesday, July 15th, 2026, Don Garber, the second best American sports commissioner for his league.
Yeah. I would say so. Yeah, soccer fans could probably, bristle at it maybe, but no, he is.
Then I would put the guy who I said is a push. I'd put Rob Manfred there. I know Manfred has made plenty of egregious errors throughout the course of his tenure as the Major League Baseball commissioner. I do think the pace of play stuff matters for baseball.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to see what their television negotiations look like. I know that's not super interesting as sports talk radio conversation. You see YouTube is probably going to be the primary distribution platform for local NHL rights.
No, I missed that.
Yeah, and that's that's going to be interesting to see who takes advantage of that. Right, is Gary Bettman? Because I haven't, Lucas, when they switched from, was it Bally before FanDuel? For some reason,
yeah, it was Bally.
In the Xfinity Sports package, my cable package came with Bally Sports, and then when it flipped from Bally to FanDuel, for whatever reason, the $380 a month I pay for Xfinity did not include FanDuel. And respectfully to the Preds, I'm not going to pay an additional fee to watch the Nashville Predators in the modern day. Like, they have the occasional ESPN game. Sometimes their games on ESPN Plus have been blacked out for me, and I'm not sure why. But to watch the Preds in the last couple of years, if you wanted to watch the Preds in the last couple of years, has been pretty tough. So if Gary Bettman gets a better handle on that, I don't know if that's just specific to our market, if other markets are experiencing similar difficulties. I know regional sports networks aren't doing very well in the last couple of years. With, it seems as soon as one pops up, two more, or one pops up, two more shutter. So I'll put Gary Bettman after Don Garber just out of ignorance, I guess. And then I'd put Silver and Engelbert, excuse me. And Adam Silver, of the four major American sports, Silver's the worst. I just can't think of a league, and I'm for player empowerment for what it's worth, but I can't think of a league where the authority figure has less power and has less ability to actually get stuff done, and frankly has hurt the value of his league more than Adam Silver.
Especially following up who he followed up.
David Stern was, listen, whatever you thought of David Stern, he was an authoritarian, okay?
He's a legend.
But he got bleep done.
Yeah.
And he had the NBA in a hugely profitable and productive spot. And I know the players are making money hand over fist right now.
No, that's the NBA's peak, right, is David Stern.
It has to be.
No question.
It has to be. 615-737-1045. We'll talk more about the World Cup next.
A day at the spa, the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, or any occasion. Lavish and luxurious, yet affordable. A grand gesture, yet simple for you. The gift card from A Moment's Peace. Give her the gift she won't buy herself. An escape, a bit of luxury. Something special that shows more than just words. A gift from A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs across I-65 from Galleria Mall. Call 615-224-0770 or go online at amomentspeace.com anytime.
Can we talk about what you just did to Kroll?
No.
Robert. I mean, I understand that, people have gas, okay? It happens. We're sitting here for 3 hours. At some point, somebody's going to have gas. Lucas and I are in a separate room from Robert and Kroll, okay? Why Kroll does not leave the room when you essentially gas him in that it's not a small production studio. Like, on a scale of production studios, your room is
pretty spacious.
Bigger than your average production studio, I would say. But the fact that Kroll does not leave the room when you are flatulent, I'm confused by. I don't understand the dynamic back there.
Lord have mercy, it stinks. It's terrible.
He's literally sitting almost directly behind you.
Well, as soon as it happened, too, like, I don't know if this happens to y'all, but I can tell before I know if it's about to be bad. And I was talking to y'all when I did it.
Yeah, Robert gave him fair warning.
I was like, oh, dude, you might want to. What does what's his name's name Friday say? Y'all want to give it about 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, it stinks in here.
Kroll, you have.
Oh, yeah. You here, Kroll wants to say something.
I will say, working behind the glass with Robert for the past few months, I think it's prepared me for this moment. It's not the first time. I'm built for it by now.
Oh, you can leave the room.
It's like a rite of passage. I did this to Ross.
You don't become tougher.
Built for it.
You get more accustomed to it.
No, this is not like lifting weights where you get calluses on your hands and stuff like that. This is not like yard work. You don't get tougher. You don't build up a tolerance to farts by sitting in the room.
You don't know that.
I think I have.
I mean, unless he's just killed the sensors, whatever the sensory things in your nose are that allow you to smell, unless he's just fried your nostrils. Kroll is saying yes. Okay.
I apologize. To absolutely nobody.
Goodness.
Doesn't matter to me.
Talk to me about this World Cup match later this afternoon.
So we already talked about the Falkland Wars in the early 80s
Yes.
and then the England-Argentina game in 86 that Maradona later dubbed as revenge for the Falkland Wars. Argentina went on to win that World Cup. The first goal of that game was the hand of God, where he punches it in
Maradona.
with his hand, Diego Maradona. And long before video review, the goal stands. Referee didn't say it. Maradona later described it as stealing England's wallet. Like, he was never shy about that goal. He loves that goal and the fact that he punched it in with his hand. It was an obvious handball.
Now, would you, if you were Maradona, would you also be brash about the fact that, I got away with one?
Yeah, and that was his personality as well.
Yeah.
But minutes later in that game, after the hand of God that put Argentina up 1-0, he scored the goal of the century, regarded as the greatest World Cup goal of all time, where he picked up the ball at midfield and dribbled about 8 England players on his way to scoring. Argentina wins 2-0. And then in 98, it's the David Beckham red card game and so on. They've had all of these battles, literal battles, and battles on the field. And now that gets renewed here in 2026. Messi gets his opportunity to play England in a World Cup. Argentina, who in this entire tournament have worn their classic sky blue and white jerseys, right? The vertical stripes. They are wearing their navy blue alternates in this game.
Which is what they beat England in?
Which is what they beat England in 86 with the Hand of God game, and what they beat England in 1998 with the David Beckham red card game.
Trolling.
So, a little bit of trolling, psychological warfare there, and we get to see that renewed today, 2 o'clock. That game's in Atlanta. Both of those fan bases have been very present in Atlanta, both England and Argentina. Obviously a domed stadium, so it's just going to be a pressure cooker. It's going to be one of the better environments of the whole competition.
Robert, you go to road games in the NFL on occasion. What's your favorite road stadium?
Ooh. Green Bay's great.
Yeah, Green Bay.
Lambeau's awesome.
Yeah.
Tampa's great.
Tampa, really?
Yeah,
I mean, I like Tampa fine. It wouldn't pop into my head that way.
people are great. They have a huge lot, like literally adjacent to the stadium.
Their
that you can
tailgate setup is
in.
awesome.
It is really cool.
Yeah. Is it
really
close to town?
It's not
It was close to our
far.
Airbnb.
Nothing in Florida is less than a 25-minute drive, it feels like. So I would say from downtown Tampa to the Bucs Stadium, if there's traffic, it's taking you at least 30 minutes.
And New Orleans. New Orleans is awesome. You can literally walk from anywhere there and get to the stadium. Like, if you want to pregame on Bourbon Street, you can do that. If you want to pregame at bars not on Bourbon Street, you can do that. You can walk straight from your hotel. Anything that's walkable or scooterable that I don't have to pay $40 for a Metropolis Uber,
Yeah.
huge bonus.
New Orleans is the only one that I think is comparable to Nashville in terms of the accessibility to the stadium. I bring that up because I've done a lot of games in Atlanta. I love that stadium.
It's an incredible. Have you been, Robert?
Not to the new one.
Yeah.
I went to the old one.
RIP the Georgia Dome, but Mercedes-Benz Stadium is fantastic.
That's what I'm saying. But every time I've been there, Lucas, it's empty because either the Falcons aren't very good or the Falcons fans don't care. It's not Georgia football, right? The Falcons are the disappointment. The Falcons are the 28-3. The Falcons are the redheaded stepchild.
Yeah, and they're playing the Titans, so it's like
they're not a draw, right?
Yeah.
It's like going to Vegas this year and the Vegas fans being like, well, normally at least the away fans fill it up. I'm like, it's what it is. So Titans-Falcons is about as empty as that beautiful, beautiful stadium will ever be. And to see it like this throughout the course of these last 5 weeks, or I guess not quite 5 weeks, throughout the course of the World Cup, I'm so jealous to not get to experience an environment because I'm certain, I'm witnessing.
Man, I was there at the Congo-Uzbekistan game. It was unbelievable.
I'm so jealous that I have done at least 3 regular season and 1 preseason game in Atlanta, and you have had the best Mercedes-Benz experience.
A buddy of mine that lives in Atlanta went to the Egypt-Argentina game, and he said it's the loudest he's ever heard that stadium. And he's been to however many Atlanta United Falcons games there. The SEC championship is held there every year. So, yes, this environment is just going to be incredible. The great thing about Mercedes-Benz, and I was worried about this going to this game with the World Cup and all the prices. Prices still cheap, even for the World Cup. Yep, awesome.
Whereas I did an indoor football league game, okay, at the Kia Center, which is where the Magic play in Orlando. They're charging at the indoor football league games NBA regular season prices for a thing of nachos and a hot dog for the indoor football league.
Sorry, how much?
Regular season NBA prices. So, like, you know, what does it cost to get a thing of nachos at Nissan, right? They're not
probably like $13.
And they're lower, I think, relative to a lot of NFL stadiums. Like, I think I'm not saying Nissan is affordable. It's not the Falcons. But they're charging $16 for a thing
at an
nachos.
Indoor football
at an
game.
indoor football league game.
Wild.
I was just like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. American concession prices are up there with the biggest just cash grab in the United States. But Mercedes-Benz holds strong. So, yeah, that place is going to be rocking. I fully expect this game to go to extra time. And like I said, for there to just be chaos in this thing. And who rises to the occasion? Will it be Jude Bellingham like he did against Mexico, like he did against Norway? Will it be Lionel Messi like he has this entire tournament? Or an X factor like a Julian Alvarez that turned it on late in extra time with that incredible goal against Switzerland, probably the goal of the tournament right next to the Cabo Verde goal against Argentina? I can't wait for this game today. And like I said, I have a feeling it's going to be more entertaining than the final is on Sunday. And it's not even like it's going to be the best soccer. Probably what Spain did yesterday was the best team performance. But the best team performance, I think, in any sport, sometimes isn't always the most entertaining thing to watch, right? Why do we love college football? Because it's imperfect. It's chaotic. There's ridiculousness. I think this game is going to be must-see. Cinema today at 2 o'clock.
All it says in my grid next is Fight Club. And I don't know what that means. And Robert just got in my ear.
SEC stuff? Let's do Fight Club.
Why don't you two take it up amongst each other?
You can do. I just filled the grid out. We can do whatever you guys want to do there.
Let's talk about Fight Club.
Next. Now, the one thing that I know about Fight Club, the only thing that I know about Fight Club, is that you're not supposed to talk about Fight Club. So when I see something in our rundown that says nothing but Fight Club on a talk radio show, how am I to approach this topic that I have no knowledge of?
Well, unbeknownst to all of us, because they were abiding by the rule of no talking about Fight Club, there was a Fight Club right here in Nashville that we had no idea about in Hermitage. WKRN did a story on it yesterday.
They say the first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about Fight Club. And in this Hermitage neighborhood, if there was a Fight Club here, it is no more.
Phrases like, fight him, kill him, and it's terrible.
According to Councilman Jordan Huffman, the Fight Club has been operating behind this house for close to a year.
It's an unsanctioned fight where people being charged at the door, prize money being on the line. There's been accounts of individuals getting hurt, some underage.
Huffman supplies News 2 with photographs that he says show heavy traffic the night of June 26th around the house on a fight night. And he tells me this is the cage the combatants fight in.
You've got a...
Just to take a pause here. So it's a small little cul-de-sac-y neighborhood.
Like where you live, right?
Pretty much, in Hermitage.
Where you used to live. You used to live in Hermitage.
Correct. Yeah. And the cage they show looks like an independent wrestling cage match. It is literally just industrial chain link fence put up around an elevated platform, and inside of it, there's not like a mat. There's not like padding. It is just a brutal looking cage. The photos they showed of the neighborhood on fight night, it looked like they were having a college darty. There are no parking spots on the road. Every parking spot is taken. So this sleepy little town of Hermitage has been harboring this Fight Club.
You've got a quiet neighborhood here in Hermitage that once a month historically has become the site of a literal fight club, things that you hear about on TV and movies.
We're here because of a codes violation and some neighborhood complaints.
News 2 goes to the house for some answers. We find a man who says he's the new owner.
Yeah. Understand there's been like a fight club back there. We wanted to get, I don't know if you own the place or live here or you heard the allegations.
I just bought the place like 2 weeks ago.
It's exactly what I would say if I was running a fight club.
That's insane.
Any
man.
thoughts before we continue?
Oh, okay, there's more.
Yeah, there is more.
Well, yeah.
Let's hear the rest.
Okay.
If you still lived in Hermitage, I would accuse you. I would send the police to your house.
I'm upset I did not get an invite.
After you tried to build that ill-fated pool
That was also not
that had a deep end simply because your backyard was on a slope and you did not put in the proper infrastructure, so the pool was on a slope. It's one of the most reckless. Like, if that thing would have popped.
Oh, the fence would have been gone. We would have been all washed out.
I mean, you remember this pool, right? We went over to his house at some point to grill out, and Lucas, for whatever reason, refused to play yard games. What were we playing? Can Jam?
Yes, we were playing Can Jam.
Lucas, no interest in Can Jam.
No, you were too busy sunbathing. Do you remember? You were wearing, I remember like it was yesterday, you were wearing your chili pepper shirt out there.
In the old place?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to do
We're
nothing.
talking about his ill-fated pool. I know because you're not listening.
Oh, yes. Is it when we had the Vols game on the radio? We're listening to baseball on the radio.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, it was a beautiful summer day that day. But the pool, less than acquirable or inspirable, or it wasn't great. But it was a pool. It was wet. It was cold when it was hot. That's all we needed.
For a week.
For a week. Well, this fight club lasted a little bit longer than that.
And then you walked into this.
Yeah.
Anything to say? I mean, because you want to be a good neighbor, and I've got nothing but complaints.
Well, there'll be no fight clubs here.
No more fight clubs.
That's right.
I appreciate your time.
News 2 checks with Metro Codes. The agency posted this stop work order on the front door, ordering the occupants to discontinue commercial amusement outside and restaurant takeout uses.
Yeah, well, that's good to hear. It's exactly what they need to be doing out here. Having an unsanctioned fight behind a fence on private property is most definitely a codes violation.
So Metro Codes and the Metro Councilman representing this district, they're certainly aware of the issue, and they plan to stay on top of it.
What are they going to do? What are you guys going to do?
Where did it go?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So if you're out there and you're having this fight club, because I know it didn't just stop because somebody tattletaled the news too. I need you to slide in my DMs at Robbie_Walsh, ROBBYWALSH. Slide in my DMs because I would like to attend or potentially compete.
Compete?
We used to have a bathroom fight club in high school. 7:30. Everyone's in the common area. We would go to the adjacent...
Like at the school?
Yes. We would go to the adjacent boys' locker room in the unused gym.
This is a very wrestler thing,
and we would have a fight club. You would literally just beat the hell out of each other every day before school.
Like you're throwing punches.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And it wasn't like, oh, ha, ha, I'm going to joke around with my friends and we're going to, like slap each other in front. Like you really be fighting somebody. It was exhilarating. You go sit in class and you'd be sitting there with a black eye or like hurt ribs where somebody beat the hell out of you. It's like, nobody in here knows I'm a stone cold killer. Fight Club is good. Fight Club is good for your health. It's good for it helps you get it out. Do you guys remember the movie Fight Club?
Oh, of course.
Like why was everyone drawn?
I never saw it.
Oh, you gotta watch it, dude. Especially because,
like, I know Brad Pitt is in it.
Yes.
And who's the other famous actor?
Ed Norton.
Ed Norton, because they were together at a World Cup match.
Correct.
And somebody was saying, we can't talk about this.
Yeah, which kind of spoils it for you, I guess.
Well, no, you.
Wait, no. Never
I still
mind.
don't think that
doesn't
he
spoil it.
knows.
Yeah, you don't know the twist.
I know the premise, but I don't.
You need to watch.
I haven't
that
seen the movie.
Helena Bonham Carter too. I mean, just incredible movie.
Bonham,
incredible movie. But Brad Pitt, didn't we talk about this, Bert, when it was just you and me?
We did. Yeah, where they debuted Fight Club in Germany at a film festival, and Ed Norton and Brad Pitt were like smoking a joint outside the hotel before they went in to the premiere. And Ed Norton was like, I don't think this is going to go very well. And Brad Pitt says, I think this is the best movie I'll ever be involved with. The movie bombed. People walked out at like the halfway point. People were booing. Nobody liked the movie. And it was actually, when it came out, was a bomb. It did not do very well in the box office. And then it became a cult classic. Like people watched it, enjoyed it, realized what it was for it. You got to watch the movie so I don't spoil it for you.
Okay.
Yeah, but it prompted our conversation. Is it the best movie Brad Pitt's ever done? And it had us realizing Brad Pitt has only done incredible movies. Like, Brad Pitt's catalog is right up there with any actor on the planet, in my mind.
It's not like De Niro, right, where he's just started taking paychecks at the end of the day, and he's just, basically redoing Heat in his 80s.
I mean, there's so many. There's so many that you can just sit here and name Brad Pitt movies where he's just incredible.
Even the ones that I don't think are super mainstream. Like Legends of the Fall is a great movie.
Unbelievable.
It's a great movie.
You ever seen Burn After Reading?
Yes.
Oh, so good.
I love Burn.
He is amazing in that movie.
That cast is spectacular.
He's hilarious.
What about Men Talking to Goats?
I've not seen that. I've
Very
heard
off
of it.
the beaten path movie. Yeah, it's entertaining. I like that movie. Both Tarantino movies that he's done, incredible. Fury, incredible. Troy, now the chat is chiming in. Nah, man. Have you guys seen, what is it, True Romance?
With him and, every time someone says romance, I think about that Joaquin Phoenix movie where he falls in love with
her. No,
yes, her.
He's not the lead in True Romance. True Romance. It was written by Quentin Tarantino, not directed, but it's a Christian Slater, Patricia Arquette movie. Gary Oldman, incredible movie where Brad Pitt just plays
Christopher Walken, Dennis Hopper, and Val Kilmer.
You guys need to watch this movie. Brad Pitt literally just plays the stoner roommate, and he steals every scene he's in. Everything he has done.
Oh my God, look at him! I'm seeing some of the screenshots.
Young Brad is so grungy.
It's like
rigid.
Robert every time he goes on vacation and sends us a picture.
Nah, man. I think Brad Pitt.
You're right. It's far too far away from the camera to be Robert.
I think he is my all-time favorite actor.
Brad Pitt is your all-time favorite. Ooh, that's a July Sports Talk radio topic.
Ooh, I don't know. I don't know who my favorite actor is.
Okay, find out next.
11:01, good morning from the Circa Sports at the Mint Kentucky Downs studio. I'm Lucas Panzica. The AL took the MLB All-Star Game in Philadelphia on Tuesday. 4-0 the final. That wraps up All-Star Week. Regular season play starts back tomorrow in Philly as they host the Mets. One half of the 2026 World Cup final is set. Spain stifled France in a 2-0 victory. They move on to their second ever appearance in a World Cup final, first since 2010 when they hoisted the trophy. Spain will play on Sunday as they await the winner between England and Argentina. That semifinal happens this afternoon at 2 p.m. in Atlanta. For all your foundation repairs and waterproofing needs, visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Vols. This is 104.5 The Zone.
Second hour of the show is underway. We're happy to have you, Lucas, Robert, and me, with you until 1 o'clock. Cam Ward, the Titans starting quarterback, is on the Netflix series Quarterback. The MLB All-Star Game was played yesterday. We were talking about none of these things. We were talking about our favorite actors and actresses of all time. 615-737-1045, the number if you want to jump in. We bring this up because we were talking about Fight Club, and not the Fight Club, the movie. There's a Fight Club that was in Hermitage. And if you are involved in the Fight Club, we have a potential investor/entrant for you in Robert Walsh. He wants to participate in the formerly Hermitage Fight Club that has a ring made of chain link fence, you said.
I need it.
You need to hit somebody?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Would like to call someone out.
So you got like a promo on them? Where if the fight itself is being held in a basement in Hermitage, where is the pre-fight like weigh-in?
Oh, it would have to be upstairs if it's in a basement. That would actually
Not
be...
a gas station?
Gas station weigh-in would be tough. No, you have to meet at the Planet Fitness and weigh yourself there.
The Hermitage Planet.
We have the square off there, and then we come down. It would be totally badass to have your walk-in, like your entrance, and it's you walking down like some unfinished basement steps. They have like a really crappy fog cannon there, like blowing it all out. You feel so tough if you guys ever wore boxing gloves, like actual gloves,
yes,
or even sparring gloves, you feel like such a badass until you throw like 5 punches and you're like, oh, these things are heavier on my hands.
Oh, the weight on the glove, it actually matters.
That I thought this would actually be. But when those are on your hands, you feel like a bad mamma jamma, dude.
So we're talking about Fight Club because the Hermitage Fight Club, and then that got us to the movie Fight Club, of which I've never seen. And Lucas offered the submission of Brad Pitt as his favorite actor of all time.
That's a great pick, by the way.
There just aren't any misses.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean,
I'm trying to think of a bad Brad Pitt movie, and I mean, I'm not a wealth of movie knowledge here, but
like everyone you name, I'm like, oh, love that movie, love that movie, love that movie.
What's your least favorite movie on the list of Brad Pitt movies you're looking at right now?
I'm not looking at a list.
Oh,
they're all just rattling around in my head. Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
I thought you were saying
Benjamin Button, Legends of the Fall. Like I
never saw Benjamin Button either. It was a little too.
It was a little longer than it needed to be.
Yeah. So if I have the American Film Institute's top 100 actors and actresses of all time in front of me, okay, and I'm going to see how our taste aligns with the American Film Institute. Robert, if I said you have to pick one actor for all time, we'll do actresses next. One actor for all time. Maybe they have misses, because what Lucas is saying is Brad Pitt's hit rate is just excellent. You can have great actors or actors that you enjoy. Your favorite actors can do bad movies, right?
Oh, yeah, for sure. The cop-out answers are like Denzel and Leo.
Yeah.
Like, obviously great actors. But my favorite actor is a guy who really doesn't act in movies anymore, and he had plenty of flops. But I loved him anyway. I would put both of these guys. Okay, I'll throw one of them aside. Robin Williams is probably my favorite actor of all time.
That's a great
Such a strong submission.
Dude, he can pull at your heartstrings. He can make you laugh. He can do the in-between. I mean, Death to Smoochie, Birdcage, any of the like middle ground movies.
Birdcage has been on my list for a while.
Oh, you would love it.
I started watching it.
You never saw Birdcage?
No.
How are you going to say that after you've literally said, I haven't seen Fight Club, I haven't seen Benjamin Button?
I love Birdcage.
Yeah,
Birdcage is because Birdcage is about you.
No. I had to think about that for a second. No, Birdcage. Okay, my movie. That's funny.
I started watching it on the plane 2 weeks ago, and I was so tired. I fell asleep, but I need to.
Yeah, that's not your fault. Eddie Murphy was my other one. Eddie Murphy hasn't been in a movie in a long time either, but he has had plenty of misses, but I love them all.
The cast in Birdcage is just so good. Like, even down to Gene Hoffman.
Electric.
The reason, Robert, why I know Birdcage and not Fight Club is Single Mother.
There you go.
So, First Wives Club and Birdcage over Fight Club and whatever, alpha male movie you could come up with from the 90s.
You know who I think Cheyenne's would be? Who's the dad from Parent Trap?
Dennis Quaid?
Dennis Quaid.
Oh, yeah, good one.
She loves
Is it a good one?
Dennis Quaid.
He's a great actor.
Absolutely.
Dennis Quaid is a great actor?
That's her hall pass.
Oh,
he's
really?
He's a good-looking man.
She likes the silver fox, huh?
Kind of like Meg.
Yeah,
her and Meg, if they were to go to where in Florida do all the sexy old men hang out?
Naples.
That's where her mom used to live. So if Cheyenne and Meg went to Naples, they would not come back. They would find silver foxes and just leave us.
What are they doing with the two of you then?
I don't know. I got some grays.
Investing early.
Lucas is dyeing his hair gray.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be like a fat Gandalf. My hair's going to be silver and white.
Fat Gandalf.
You shall not pass kidney stones. Need to drink my water.
So I'm seeing a lot of popular submissions. Can I do actors who are overrated before I get to my favorite?
Sure.
I think that Robert De Niro and Al Pacino are two of the most chronically overrated actors of all time.
Ooh.
I said Robert De Niro's name first. I'd put Al Pacino above him. I think Al Pacino
I have a hard time with that.
is the exact opposite of what Lucas is describing with Brad Pitt. Al Pacino's good movies are excellent. Al Pacino's bad movies are just awful.
Give me an example that's not the Adam Sandler movie he did.
Or Godfather 3.
Yeah. I mean, even Godfather 3 has its place, right? Like it still has its place in the order. It's still understood. Like, it's not the best of any of the other Godfather movies, but like, what would compare to? I would say it's
Righteous
the greatest.
Kill was bad. The football movie was bad. What's the football movie?
Any Given Sunday?
Any Given Sunday.
Oh, that's a good movie.
Any Given Sunday is garbage.
That's a good
You're
movie.
being
What are you
ridiculous.
talking about?
I will grant you good, bad movie.
No, it's just a good movie.
I will not give you good movie.
Like, it doesn't, it kind of hilariously depicts football, but football, I think, is the hardest sport to depict.
Agreed.
In movies.
There is no
They had a guy get his eyeball gouged out. They weren't even trying.
It's a good movie.
It is
Stop
a good
it.
movie.
It's a great movie.
I can't be upset with that.
Jamie Foxx is the quarterback. It's a good movie.
I think they're properly rated, and they deserve to be rated where they're at because of
I'm mostly mad at them because they won't stop. Like, they are way past their prime, and they're just taking who's the famous director who does all the movies with them? Scorsese, they're playing out the stretch with Scorsese. So as long as Scorsese's making movies, he's going to put the two of them in it. And I don't fault, the Boys Club for keeping it together. But, like, what was the 4-hour movie they did on Netflix?
The Irishman.
It was a little much.
Come on.
It was.
It's a good movie. But
Do you guys want to hear my Robert De Niro impression?
Yeah.
Or see it, rather?
I'm scared.
It was incredible.
That was excellent radio.
I just skidded. I just squinted.
That's what you did earlier to Kroll.
Yeah, I skidded. You're 100% right.
But Pacino, De Niro, when you have that catalog of classics, then
No, I'm telling you,
in a certain
their
category.
best movies are amazing. Their bad stuff, Al Pacino, I think, is the most overacting actor.
Did you ever see The Devil's Advocate?
Yes.
I don't think there's a better person to play the devil than Al Pacino in that movie.
Is he good in Scarface
Keanu
or
Reeves
is Scarface
was bad in that movie?
Keanu Reeves.
His southern accent is horrendous in that movie. And I love Keanu.
I love Keanu Reeves. But I like Keanu Reeves because he's a weirdo. Like, not because he's a great actor. And he has moments, right?
He's an awesome actor.
But he's a weirdo. My favorite actor is Nicolas Cage. It's not even close.
Okay, all right. But talk about volume shooting.
That's right.
I know he didn't just say Nicolas Cage while I was on the phone.
100% Nicolas Cage.
As an over-actor?
You want to you made the joke about Birdcage being about me? No, Nicolas Cage.
No, but like
the man made a movie about being Nick Cage.
You can't say Al Pacino overacts and makes too many movies and then turn and say Nick Cage, who I appreciate very much, but is the definition of overacting in too many movies.
Yeah, but I think he
you're
gets
very
it.
inconsistent.
I think he's in on the joke. Like Al Pacino not in on the joke. If you told Al Pacino that he's overacting, Al Pacino going to freak out. If you tell Nick Cage he's overacting, he's going to make a movie about being Nick Cage.
That movie, by the way, the weight of unbearable talent or whatever, it was awesome.
It was the unbearable weight of
massive talent.
Of massive talent.
It was really, really
so
good.
He did look like he got the joke in that movie.
And but there are some,
I like him because I think he gets it.
Like,
and there are interviews that he's done where I think that person is on a completely different planet.
Yeah, for sure.
He's definitely a method guy. Like he like dives in. But you don't talk about overacting. Like I love Jim Carrey, but Jim Carrey's also an overactor.
I would agree.
Yeah, but I love Jim Carrey.
Another guy, see, I'm
I
surprised.
loved him until he tried to be serious and then did 23, and then I was done with it.
23 was good. His Showtime show, Kidding or Joking or what was it? It was a really good. I mean, I cried every single episode. It was so good. I thought you were going to bring up Adam Sandler as overrated, and I was going to challenge you to fight in the fight.
No, I don't think he's overrated. I think Adam Sandler should have stopped making movies after 2005.
Well, we would have never got Uncut Gems. So wrong.
I never saw that one.
Dude, do you just not like critically acclaimed movies that like?
No, my problem is, Robert, like it's like what Lucas was saying about Quarterback. Lucas went to watch Lucas is in Quarterback, okay?
I sat down.
Couldn't even be bothered to watch the damn thing.
Oh, my God, the chat is going crazy.
I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch Quarterback. People are blowing me up about it.
You're not going to watch it.
And then I was like, I'm going to watch Nuremberg instead, which was incredible. Russell Crowe. It wasn't incredible, but Russell Crowe was really good. I'm iffy about Rami Malek. He was awesome in the Queen movie, but I can't buy Rami Malek in most other movies that he does. But he was incredible as Freddie Mercury.
But to that point, Robert, I do perpetually what Lucas did last night. Lucas sat down to watch Quarterback and then watched something. You've seen Nuremberg, right?
Yeah, that's what I watched last night.
So you've seen the movie before. I went to watch Quarterback last night, and I saw Narcos on my For You list. I was like, oh, I like Narcos. I'll watch Narcos again instead of Quarterback.
You rewatched Narcos?
I will rewatch. I've seen Sopranos at least 4 times.
Yeah, I'm due for another Sopranos.
If I like it, I'll just watch it again because I know I like it.
You will like Uncut Gems.
Yeah,
it is. But the problem is, Uncut Gems, once you know the heart palpitating swerve, it's kind of like Usual Suspects. It doesn't hit the exact same because you know the part that brings your heart stop. So I love Sandler. I love when actors that aren't thought of as great actors are like, oh, he's a funny guy. Oh, he's just a comedy actor.
Somebody said Uncut Gems was Sandler's best.
Yeah, potentially. His most theatrical role, like where he is actually acting and not like Grown Ups or Longest Yard or something like that. Longest Yard, also banger.
Yeah, it is. It's really good.
Yeah, I like The Longest Yard. Did you guys ever see the original? The original's good.
I did. I think the original is better than the remake, but I like the remake because Stone Cold is in it, Kevin Nash is in it,
Nelly, it's just
Greg
fun.
Khali is in it. There's so many pro wrestlers in like the remake.
Why is that? There were an inordinate amount of WWE guys in The Longest Yard.
They needed cheap buff guys who could learn a couple, like Stone Cold.
You look like a football player.
Stone Cold being
and also a racist prison guard?
Yes, exactly. Stone Cold being like, this is how a white man plays guitar. I was like, all right, Steve, you said that a little too cleanly.
Do you know what my favorite Adam Sandler movie is? Because this would have been second on my list, and maybe the two of you will take me more seriously.
Happy Gilmore
Hubie Halloween.
Oh, Anger Management is good.
Anger Management. That's my favorite. That's one of my favorite movies all time because I love Jack Nicholson.
It's a great movie.
Anything that Jack Nicholson did, I'll watch.
Yeah.
So maybe because anything that Nick Cage does, which is it's like Samuel L. Jackson. Like there's just so much.
Too many.
You can't actually do it. And I'm not going to watch every Nick Cage movie. I will definitively. So can I change my answer to Jack Nicholson? I will definitively watch every Jack Nicholson movie.
I'm down with that.
Actresses.
Let's take these calls and clear it before dumbest.
615-737-1045 is the number. If you want to jump in, let's go to Henry in Franklin.
Hey, guys. Great show. Great topic. My number 3 is Burt Reynolds. My number 2, Matthew McConaughey. But number 1 is Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin Hoffman, it's a great submission, Henry. I think it's a little generational, right? Because when's the last movie Dustin Hoffman made?
Right. Oh, I understand. Yeah.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong
And that
by any
makes it
stretch
a
of the
bad choice.
imagination.
Thanks for the call, Henry.
I'm just saying, I didn't mean to, that's not what I was trying to do.
The Graduate. Are you trying to seduce me, Mrs. Robinson? Like, great movie.
What did you ask him?
Oh, I just said, because I think that Gene Hoffman is not Gene Hoffman, I'm sorry, Dustin Hoffman. Dustin Hoffman's a really good submission, but Dustin Hoffman hasn't made movies in a while. Like, he's not doing what Pacino's doing.
Yeah. No, Dustin Hoffman's chilling.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so many of these guys that just can't. It's like, dude, just retire. Go to the Amalfi Coast.
When De Niro did Bad Grandpa, I'm just like,
I liked him in Bad. I kind of liked that movie. I had fun with that movie.
It's just if you know what it is going in, and you're like, all right, Robert De Niro's going to blow me away in Bad Grandpa. No, that's not what it is. 615-737-1045 is how you jump in. Let's go to Buffalo.
I'm going to have to go with Gene Hackman and, what was it, Tombstone with that blonde woman? She was really, Sharon Stone, is that her name?
Yeah, she still is. Gene Hackman has left us. Sharon Stone's still here.
Gene Hackman was not in Tombstone, but he's probably thinking of Wyatt Earp, the movie Wyatt Earp.
Yes.
Long as hell movie.
Long movie.
Wyatt Earp?
Long ass movie.
Oh, my God. I'm blanking on the name of the Robert Redford movie that is, I think, 6 hours long. Lawrence of Arabia.
There you go. It's Lawrence of Arabia, and then what's the other one?
Robert Redford's not in Lawrence of Arabia.
Who am I thinking?
Way before Robert Redford's time. That's
sure?
like a 60s movie.
Who am I thinking of?
But I
Ben-Hur? Maybe he's in
No,
Ben-Hur.
that's also way before.
Yeah.
No, but it's the same actor.
Peter O'Toole.
Peter O'Toole is Lawrence of Arabia?
Yeah. I'm going to watch Lawrence of Arabia. It is on my list. I'm absolutely going to watch.
I mean, you
got
to block out a day for it. Like
fine.
I
got no problem with
You got to
that.
really block out a day for it. How about Joe in Dixon?
Hey guys, my favorite actor of all time is Bill Murray, and I also like Woody Harrelson. And one of the most underrated comedy movies of all time in 1996 was a movie called Kingpin. And Buck, you remind me so much of Big Ern McCracken. Kind of crazy. You guys have a good day. Tighten up.
Thanks for the call.
Funny, Joe brings that up, Robert.
I'm glad he brings up Kingpin because at noon, if you guys were unfamiliar, tomorrow, July 16th at 6 to 9 p.m., the Buck Rising Split Happens bowling badge
that's
is
tomorrow?
here. That's tomorrow.
Oh, God.
It is tomorrow. And if you would like tickets, you need to scurry on over there and grab them. But in honor of that, I want to play a game. A game that I used to play in the middle of nowhere, North Carolina, when no one was listening on radio.
Should we just push dumbest to the noon hour? I'm fine with that.
I don't know if this game takes 20 minutes to play.
No. I'm just saying let's do it now and do something else when we're going to do dumbest.
No, this is at noon. We're doing this at noon.
Okay, very good.
So we'll play the Rotten Tomatoes movie game where you guys are going to guess the Rotten Tomatoes audience score for movies that are adjacent or include bowling.
I like that game. Oh, so like horse or rock band, but bowling.
Pretty much. I mean, you'll say a number, I'll say a movie, and you and Lucas will both guess. If you go over, you get negative points. If you go under, you get the regular amount of points. And it's like golf. You want the lowest score at the end of the game.
Hell yeah. All right, what do we have to give away for the dumbest thing in sports?
It is Chris Brown and Usher tickets.
Ooh.
Nice.
At Nissan Stadium.
I believe so.
When is the show?
It is some date in the near future. It's definitely not in the past.
I don't think it matters. It's not like Stained. I don't have to tell you when it is. You just want to go to the Usher. And who is the other one?
Chris Brown.
Chris Brown. Usher and Chris Brown concert. If you call us, 615-737-1045, and give us the dumbest thing in sports this week. Nothing is worse than having to call someone to work on your AC or fix a plumbing problem, having no idea what it will cost. Well, you don't have to worry about that with Hiller Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. The price they quote you is the price you will actually pay. They're the most trustworthy plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical company I've ever dealt with. Their experts are truly that, experts. They're professional, experienced, and trustworthy. When they're on their way, you receive a photo of the tech that's been assigned to you and a link to track them in real time so you don't waste your time waiting around for your appointment. As Hiller says, 100% satisfaction guaranteed of happy you'll be, or the service is free. So you know that Happy Hiller gets its name honestly. This family-owned and operated business has been around for 35 years, so you know that they know a thing or two about plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical issues. So don't live in a heat. Call Happy Hiller and book online today at happyhiller.com. It most certainly is, and it is for the opportunity to win 2 tickets to Usher and Chris Brown at Nissan Stadium. 615-737-1045 is how you jump in.
Just 10 days from today, July 25th.
Oh, it's coming up. That'd be a great last. Should we go to that?
If we go, I am not bringing Cheyenne.
You scared your loser?
Yes. Have you seen what goes on at these things?
I've seen what he does to women that are sitting anywhere near the stage, Usher.
And with cherries.
Cherries,
and
yeah.
His big-ass robe.
I mean, listen, baby, if you got it.
I'm scared as hell. If you're scared, say you're scared. I'm scared. I'm just letting you know.
I kind of want to go. Let's start with Anthony.
Hello.
Hello.
How you doing?
Great.
All right. What's up with the tickets?
You tell me what's up with them, dog.
You're not going to.
Oh, come on.
What was that?
What's up with
the
them tickets? What's up with them tickets?
Sounds like someone that did not know he had to play the game. To
Oh,
win
he's
the
calling
tickets.
back. Hang on. That's you, Anthony? Sorry, we had a bad connection.
That's not Anthony.
Ah, dude, we got to quit playing on the phone lines, man.
Y'all
got to quit just punching people in. It's reckless.
All right. Off to a hot start. You have to know the game to win the tickets. I don't do caller 5. I think it's lazy. Shane is next.
Yeah, because we're not lazy.
How's it going, fellas?
Good.
Yeah, my dumbest thing to sports was this past weekend at UFC 329, Conor McGregor's return to UFC after years of speculation if he would ever come back. And coming back, and within 1 minute, he comes out, tries to do a running high kick, and blows his knee out, and never even lands one punch or gets punched at all. And just all the hype of him coming back and blowing his knee out, and that was it. Didn't even last like 30 seconds without even getting hurt. So made $30 million. And
Okay, we get it. Connor.
Good submission.
Yeah, I love you, Mom. Yeah, I love you. There's a cop. How do y'all get off the phone with y'all's mom? I always say there's a cop behind me. There's the cop behind me. I can't.
You know the emergency bypass thing you have?
Yes.
She doesn't have it.
Oh, so you just ignore her?
No, I don't ignore her. It goes to do not disturb. And then when I see my mother's called, I'll call back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Again, you flexing on not wanting to communicate with any of your family continues to be one of the weirder trends of this show.
Not a flex. It's just a fact.
You definitely speak of it as though it's a flex.
No, it's just, I like do not disturb. I use I don't know if Lucas has that, the emergency bypass either. Probably not.
That's okay.
I think it's all right.
When's the last time you
I'll
called
survive.
When he used to have to be the one to call me when I wasn't here.
Stopped bothering to do that a long time ago. Guess we'll do something at 10 o'clock.
Normally when we play this game, we give our submissions first, and I forgot about that. Do we want to do that?
Nah, we're already into it.
Okay, very
now.
good. Shane is Conor McGregor. Jessica is up next.
Jessica.
Hello.
Hello.
How are y'all?
We're great.
Me too.
What you got, Jessica?
I'm going to say the FIFA and their love for Argentina and Lionel Messi damn near fixing the last World Cup for him to win his last and disallowing goals and extra cards.
That's right.
FIFA corruption is Jessica's dumbest.
No, that it's rigged. That it's rigged for Argentina, that it's rigged for Messi.
We'll find out
We find out today at 2 p.m. Of course, it has been rigged. To this point, it has been rigged, of course, because he should have never survived mighty Egypt, who has never won a World Cup game prior to this year. Needed VAR. What did Carl call them? Vargentina. Oh, Vargentina. The benefit of VAR, the beneficiaries. All right, Jessica, leader in the clubhouse. Bam is next.
Yo, what's good, man? I sent y'all something for y'all to see it. I tagged Bert, Lucas, and you on something on Twitter that I saw. They have a sport in Australia. It's called running. And you literally run into somebody. This lady got knocked smooth out and got a concussion. Like, what's the point of having a sport where you literally run into somebody?
Are you seeing the video? I'm not seeing the video for some reason.
Yeah, like, so they each start on opposite sides of like a mini strip of turf.
Thanks for the submission, Bam.
And literally the sport is they just run directly into one another.
So it grew out of rugby.
Yes. It's like the closest thing would be like an Oklahoma drill type of thing where you just the most useless drill in football, right? I think most high schools have stopped doing Oklahoma drills.
No, except for there are no blockers in this. It is just two people running full speed, rhinocerosing towards each other.
Why the hell can't I see this video?
Just running straight into each other. Great submission by Bam.
Okay, very good.
The clips that come out of this are disgusting.
Yeah.
You can literally hear their skulls cracking against each other.
It's like what you said, like two rams just running straight into each other.
Like those dinosaurs that had the hard heads that would just like each other.
I used to know the name. I can't remember the name anymore.
Yeah, me too.
R.I.P. Sam Neill.
R.I.P. losing your dinosaur. You know, back then I thought when I grew up I wanted to be a dinosaur. My dad said, "Sometimes you got to grow the hell up."
Have we talked about that? You know, that was all improv.
Oh, did you guys know that movie isn't funny? And nothing Will Ferrell has ever done is funny?
Maybe that's the dumbest thing in sports.
That would be, you know what? I'm going to change mine from what it was. The amount
Nobody knew what she was because I forgot to do our submissions for her.
The amount of retroactive hating on Will Ferrell, saying he was never funny and his shtick didn't age well and his jokes aren't good. You're all lying to yourself.
Is this just Dusty baseball fan pissed?
I think so.
That's what it feels like.
But it's louder than just baseball fans.
Well, that's the only people that watch the baseball All-Star game.
The three of us didn't even know it was on.
It reeks of baseball fans being upset that Netflix tried desperately to make the Home Run Derby and All-Star Week entertaining by putting Will Ferrell on there.
Well, they are upset about Netflix on opening day, having Bert Kreischer there, and Netflix on opening, or Netflix.
I watched some of that because that was Tony V's debut, and it was a lot. It's like they're trying to do everything except the baseball. Like, look over here. Oh, here's Jameis Winston. Here's Bert Kreischer.
That's how most of us want it.
Yeah.
Everything except the baseball. I think the majority. What, Robert?
Just what, Robert? What do you want? I mean, Will was doing
how I said it.
A character. Like, he wasn't being Will Ferrell. He was being this character that he is in this new Netflix show. Netflix put it on. So I'm assuming they told him, hey, be this kid. Don't be Will Ferrell. Don't be funny. Don't do a bit. Do the show thing. Promote the show. I just don't understand people poo-pooing on Will Ferrell like Old School's not funny.
Yeah.
Step Brothers isn't funny. Like, you could run down the list. There are a bunch of, even Everything Must Go, one of the saddest movies of all time.
Never saw it.
Will Ferrell still makes it funny.
Okay, so they're promoting a new show called The Hawk.
Yeah, because he keeps wearing that visor.
And Molly Shannon's in it, Jimmy Tatro, Luke Wilson, where it's about a professional golfer who becomes the face of a controversial new league competing with the PGA Tour. So it's literally about live golf, starring Will Ferrell. I'll watch it.
Rick is in Bellevue.
Hey, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Very good. Okay, so Kathy Engelbert is the dumbest of the week. She scheduled a interview with Dan Patrick and blew it off despite being 100 yards away, chipping on the golf green.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really good submission.
Good submission.
One more for John in Nashville.
Yeah, mine would be Zach Hampel. Everybody, if you follow professional baseball, you know he is the home run or foul ball hound that he is. Last night he caught a ball during the All-Star game, and he just continues to be an absolute POS for everyone around him in the stadiums.
Oh, I'm not familiar. Thank you for the call. I feel like John is at a disadvantage because the three of us have no idea who he's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's knowing your audience, though, right? I'm just kidding. I don't know.
I think Bam. Like, watching this is like.
I want to see the video, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah. If it's just two human beings just running into each other.
Just imagine me and Lucas, opposite ends of the hall, both of us holding a ball, and we just run.
Do they even hold a ball?
I think they're holding a ball.
Because what I have in my head,
rugby ball.
You know these giant like Bubble Boy things that people put that if you have it at a carnival or like a
or the movie Bubble Boy. Yes, never seen it. I got it.
Yeah, they're holding a ball.
Okay, don't do it with so much disgust.
Never seen it. Never seen it. Never heard of it.
My dumbest thing in sports, for what it's worth, was going to be Terrion Arnold. I don't know if y'all talked about the fact that teams are reportedly interested in bringing him in for physicals.
If the Texans sign him. Can you imagine?
That they're saying that he could sign with the team within the next few weeks?
He would get suspended.
I mean, that's the thing. He could sign with the team and take very little money and then be suspended.
Life in prison, potentially. which we all
How
know.
quickly did James Pierce get back on the field?
Which we all know won't happen, right? Terrion Arnold ain't going to get sentenced to life in prison.
Did he kill anybody?
No.
Wait, no. I'm sorry. Did he gamble?
No.
Then he can play.
Yeah.
Correct.
Bring him back.
Pretty much.
I mean, they'll have him on they'll probably put him in jail and then let him come out Thursdays, Sundays, Mondays. And then he has to go back.
Because they'll just take his passport.
Right.
No international games.
Instead of getting on the team bus, you get on the prison transport.
Did you kill someone or gamble? No. All right, you're good.
No, it's did you gamble or kill someone? That is the order.
But if you killed someone while gambling, those nullify each other and you can play.
God.
I shot him at a poker game. All right, come on in, buddy.
Oh, my God. They cancel each other out.
All right, very good. Bam gets the tickets. 615-737-1045 is how you can call us at any point. We always give away fun prizes around 11 o'clock for the dumbest thing in sports this week. Coming up next, speaking of dumb, this Matt Miller story is exceedingly dumb. If you're not familiar, we'll get you updated. I'm Buck Rising. It's 104.5 The Zone.
The Guaranteed Offer is the simplest, least stressful way to sell your home. You go to our website, you fill out a quick form, we set an appointment, we bring you an all-cash offer. Literally, there's no lockbox on the front of your house, there's no showings, we pay all cash, we close in as little as 21 days, stress-free. We've helped thousands of homeowners just like you sell your home the hassle-free way with the Guaranteed Offer from Mark Spain Real Estate.
All right, so I want to talk about this Matt Miller deal here in just a second, but since we're dovetailing off the dumbest thing in sports this week, have you guys seen all these clips of athletes, most largely retired athletes? I'm sure there have been some active ones who are talking about their tax situation. Like I saw this recently with Carmelo.
Odell.
Odell just did one. They're like podcast interviews, and they're talking about finances for athletes. CJ McCollum is doing he's on a desk for Forbes, it seems. And it's I've seen like 10 of these clips recently. Are athletes discovering when they first make, and listen, I'm not here to bash anybody for financial illiteracy, because I think everybody could stand to be more financially literate in their lives. I'm no exception. But were CJ McCollum and Carmelo Anthony and Odell Beckham Jr. not aware of taxes? Because they're complaining about making tens of millions of dollars. When Carmelo said, well, a $50 million contract, that's only 25. Really? And just like, but not even Carmelo saying it as if that's a relatable experience. It's like the bottle service thing with me and you a couple years ago. By the way, Saturday. Saturday.
Where?
Whiskey Row.
When?
We'll get to that.
Yeah. Why?
Whiskey Row. Is that on Broadway?
Who?
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, we're going to get nasty.
Well, it's because I wanted to do dinner at the Palm. I haven't been to the Palm in a long time.
Oh, the Palm's
I love the
octopus
Palm.
is incredible.
Really?
Oh, the octopus is so good.
Okay, very good.
The Odell part of it, though, was so infuriating.
So tone deaf.
Where he's like, oh, you got a $100 million contract, that's 20 or 25 or 20 a year, but then after taxes, that's only 12. You can't live off 12 a year. Like, I bought my mom a house, I bought my mom a car. It's like, dude, you could 100%. If you got paid $12 million once, I could live the rest of my life like that.
It's a little tone deaf.
But it's Lucas, it's everywhere. Maybe it's not in your algorithm, but like all I'm seeing lately, the McCollum one just came out an hour ago. It's just them talking about how much money they're made and how much money's being taken from them as if it's a relatable problem.
Dixie says athletes are shocked to discover you don't have to live in $5 million mansions or pay 5 different car notes at once.
Well, and it's not all that, right? It's like Trent Richardson. I feel legitimately bad for Trent Richardson, okay? Because Trent Richardson's family situation sounded horribly toxic. Did you ever read into any of that?
No.
I mean, just the amount of people grabbing at him and his money at a time where he is not somebody who has a good handle on his finances, and he's just covering like 75 different Netflix accounts and all manner of different mortgages and car payments for people that are not his immediate family and things like that.
And
Like
for a guy that didn't get like a big second contract.
he didn't, right, because he washed out so fast.
Very quickly, yeah.
So that kind of a story I am sympathetic to. What is happening with superstar athletes and this tone deaf level of, well, yeah, but you guys don't understand how much money I'm paying in taxes. Yeah, but you still have $25 million a year left over. What are you talking about? Anyway, what's the weirdest part of this Matt Miller story?
I don't know.
There's so many layers.
The video came out of the accident where you see him basically, I mean, it's one lane going each way on what looks like almost a country road.
He lives in Missouri, so
Okay.
it's fair to assume that he's, it's more back roads than
And
highways.
It's dashboard cam from not Matt Miller's car, but the car that was going in the opposite direction of Matt Miller. And you can see Matt's car coming down towards this car on the dash.
No, it's a truck.
Matt's car. No. Yes, the other, yeah. He drove a Bronco, right?
Yes.
And you see his Bronco start to just drift into the lane where he is going to have a head-on collision with the truck. And the truck driver is the one that reacts and like swerves. And then you don't see what happens to Matt's car because you're, again, on the dash of the truck. You just see the truck, thankfully, just swerve off the road and like settle somewhere. It doesn't flip or anything like that. But I'm assuming they at least sideswipe. But if the truck driver hadn't reacted.
Well, did you see the pictures of his car afterwards?
Destroyed.
What a side striping. I mean, it left him amputated.
I assume the car flipped a bunch of times. I don't know. But if the truck driver hadn't reacted, it literally would have been a full speed head-on collision because Matt Miller
is half in the lane.
Halfway in the opposite lane. And it's not a big road.
I think the tougher point now is the news.
Don't look at me like that. Robert made a joke in my ear.
No.
You got to stop doing that. I think you say these things on air, and I get so scared.
How do you take your coffee? Half and half? So now the Missouri, what's the
Attorney General?
Attorney General is investing,
or is it the district attorney?
Happenstance, Pshaw.
They're investigating Matt Miller.
He's being investigated by the state of Missouri into illegal. Well, not illegal. He has hosted. It was reported as many as 90 different fantasy football leagues. Some with charitable components attached.
Almost all of them.
Almost all of them with charitable components attached. And the winners of these leagues are saying that they did not receive prizes. The people who, I don't know how many different situations, or I don't know, some charities were not named. So it's just like, yeah, we're doing this for charity. Whereas like the bowling event for Home Street Home.
Right.
We're making money for Home Street Home tomorrow. Tickets at 1045thezone.com. I promise it's a real thing. Everybody has a great time.
Yeah, look into it.
Tough way for me to plug the charity event tomorrow.
But it
self-awareness, not a key.
It wasn't just the fantasy football leagues, though, either, because he had an opportunity where you could buy scouting classes from him. You pay the money up front, and then people say, hey, he never reached out. I tried to email him to get my money back or a refund or actually have the scouting class, and he never paid me. So it wasn't just charity. It wasn't just the scouting classes. It even goes back to his days at Bleacher Report, where they would do contests and have people jump in, and he still wouldn't provide the prizes, or I believe one of them was a jacket. Like, this has been a habitual thing with him.
I think the GoFundMe part's the weirdest part to me, Lucas, because it's like, well, I've gotten them this many times. Let me get them one more time. Man. And the GoFundMe raised almost $60,000. But the GoFundMe's not even being run by him. It's being run by like his brother or his sister-in-law or something like that. Which is not the most.
Well, and he does have massive medical costs, I would imagine.
He's got Disney insurance. I talked to Fitzy about this the other day because Jason Fitz, who's my co-host on Fox, Fitzy was at ESPN for a number of years. Fitz goes, I had the Disney insurance. He's okay.
Even if he's at fault.
Even if he's at fault.
There is clear evidence that he is.
The vast majority of his expenses are going to be covered by the ESPN Disney healthcare package. These people are well cared for, okay? And again, I'm sure there are some repercussions to him being directly at fault, and you could not be more at fault than Matt Miller was in this situation. But even then, you're gonna grift one more time off of people? Like, I get it. It's a bad deal. He lost his arm. I'm not totally callous to the idea that this person's life will never be the same.
Yeah, he almost lost his life.
Yeah, so
his fault or not, he came that close to losing his life.
Forgive me if it seems like I'm piling on, but the idea that you're going to outsource it to your audience who you've already taken advantage of time in and time out over a period of multiple years, Lucas, to the tune of over $50,000. That to me is kind of gross.
Man. Yeah,
the whole thing is bizarre.
It's been so weird.
Do we ever see him on, because he's stepped away indefinitely from ESPN.
Yeah, so
which means ESPN is like,
and ESPN hasn't said a word.
They're not going to say anything. Are you kidding me? Why would they? They don't want to get more tangled up in this than they already are. Yeah. Do we ever see Matt Miller on TV again?
I'm going to say no.
I'm going to say no.
I think
there's got to be some kind of legal repercussion for all the previous issues.
TV, sure, but I think that you see his content in video form. I think that he probably just does his own thing now.
Are people going to go back to him, though? If I was somebody who had, if I was a previous fan of Matt Miller, okay, I'm not going back to Matt Miller. I'm not going to seek his stuff out, and I'm sure there will be some level of audience. He's been in the space for a long, long time. But I don't know. I think once you break that trust, it's very, very hard to get that back.
Yeah.
615-737-1045, the number if you want to jump in. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch is where you go to stream the show. Somebody on YouTube says Barstool. Is that just where all media cast-offs go? People want
that's what people throw
Barstool
out there.
to hire Diana, Barstool to hire Matt Miller, Barstool to hire wait.
Island of Misfit Toys.
Also, those are higher profile people than Barstool employs. Barstool don't want to pay those people. Barstool wants to pay Diana $800K a year.
Barstool has who is actually one of these quote unquote media cast-offs, like John Gruden.
Dion
was there for a while. You're right.
Dion did their
but he's not a cast-off, right? Dion stopped doing NFL Network and then got into the Barstool stuff and then started and used Barstool to document. Dion was smart in the way that he did it. Nobody was going to put his Jackson State stuff in documentary form. Barstool did that for him.
Gruden basically is an NFL cast-off. He's never going to work for a market that covers the NFL or for an NFL team again, so he goes to Barstool. Other than that, as far as I'm concerned, Barstool's like a bunch of randos. As someone that doesn't keep up other than pardon my take every once in a while.
Robert, you knew some of these people that were in the T-Rack video we talked about earlier in the week. I could identify 3 of them because for whatever reason I could not escape that Barstool spring break thing that was all over my timeline for a period of time, so good on them. But Barstool doesn't hire known commodities. After the call me daddy or call her daddy, after Call Her Daddy and all these other podcasts that split off, after McAfee, they're not really in the business of star making anymore.
No.
They have their own ecosystem, like the Yak. The Yak has a huge following.
Yeah, but the facilitator of the Yak are their biggest personalities.
Big Cat, yeah.
Yeah, Big Cat and but I mean, anyway, we can continue to talk about whatever the hell we're going to talk about. I'm Buck Rising. It's 104.5 The Zone. So the bowling event is tomorrow. Had the folks from the Raw Room in yesterday. It's good to see King and Jalen. They're going to be out there on the lanes. Bates called me twice after that interview at 10:30 at night. I did not pick up. I was scared he was going to yell at me. I was asleep. But we're looking forward to seeing DB. Raw Room crew, 3HL's got their team ready to rock. I know Slay's excited for the event. I know that the audience is excited for the event. And I know everybody is looking forward to a great evening to help us raise some money for Home Street Home, which is an incredible charitable organization, nonprofit organization that's out here helping the unhoused community in Middle Tennessee just survive. It's simple as that. We are helping raise money for human beings on the street to survive. And if you can help us do that by having some fun and purchasing a bowling ticket, which gives you, Robert, 3 hours of bowling. 3 hours of bowling for $40.
Plus the shoes.
Plus the shoes. Some people are bringing their own shoes. Talked to Jack McPherson this morning. I guess that was yesterday afternoon. McPherson's got his own ball. He's got a shirt. He's got his shoes. He's ready to rock. Jalen has like a set of 5 different bowling balls.
What did he say? He's like, I'll bring a 3-stack. Well, he said it in a cool way.
I keep a 3-pack on me.
There you go.
Which sounds much less cool when I say it. I could not have said it more Caucasian.
Yeah, I keep a 3-pack on me.
You tried to be cool. You sounded cooler than I did.
Let me try again.
I keep a 3-pack on me.
I keep a 3-pack on me. No,
That Will?
That was SpongeBob.
Like that way.
Oh, I didn't know I could do this. Nah.
Dude, that is SpongeBob.
Oh, my God.
I just found out how to do SpongeBob live on the air.
That's insane.
That's awesome.
Do the whole show like that.
Dude, that was like a flawless
Rest of the
SpongeBob.
show.
Well, we're going to play the movie game.
I don't know. That was.
Oh, man.
That sounded like the voice that Conan O'Brien does when he's mocking somebody.
Oh, yeah. I do love celebrity mock voices. Like, mine is good, but I probably stole it from someone along the way.
I don't like your Cheyenne voice?
Yes, this voice.
I definitely stole that from somebody.
Who could you possibly have gotten
feels
that
like
from?
a South Park. Like, that sounds like,
I love my taco-flavored kisses, baby.
the episode of South Park where they parody, what's the horror movie with the girl
Scream?
staring into the screen? They're here.
The Shining?
No. Dadgummit.
Is it the one when this girl climbs out of the well?
No, that's
just naming
7.
every horror.
I don't know any of the names.
Poltergeist.
Thank you.
Like the where Ike, like
somebody said SpongeBurt in the chat.
I'm ready. I'm ready, Squidward.
Dude, I'm about to be a SpongeBob voice actor. That's pretty good. No voice actors in these movies because they are all, if you're unfamiliar, bowling event.
Yep.
Coming up tomorrow. So I have prepared.
Tickets available at 1045thezone.com.
And in the chat. They're pinned in the YouTube chat if you're watching along with us on YouTube.
Got the link in the YouTube chat. I saw this morning 51 people had bought tickets.
Ooh.
So if I know we have more tickets to sell, but that's a good crowd. And if you guys want to be there, I know a lot of people wait till last minute to get their tickets. If you guys want to be there, we do have some tickets, but we have sold the majority of our tickets. For sure.
That's correct. And in honor of the bowling event, I brought back a game that I used to play in Nowhere, North Carolina, the movie game, where I'm going to present you guys. Here are the rules. Make sure you're listening. That is not the strong suit of this show, but make sure you listen to the rules here. I will have 3 movies.
I've got 10 minutes before I have to hop on a Zoom.
Just leave. Go.
No, you
just
can't
leave.
play the game with one person.
Go, Robert, go.
The movie game. I'm going to list 3 movies to you guys. You are going to be guessing the Rotten Tomatoes popcorn meter. That is the audience meter. Those are not critics. Those are people like you and me that rated the movies. Every movie includes bowling. It is either centered around it or there is a bowling scene in the movie. You would be surprised how few bowling movies there actually are.
I don't think I would be surprised.
You guys will guess. You are trying to get closer. After 3 movies, we will go to a final golden movie if you guys are within 10 points of each other. Whoever has the lowest score at the end of the game wins.
Crawl, you keeping score?
I got score.
Okay.
It's on an Excel spreadsheet. I don't even have to do math. It's awesome.
Okay, very good.
Our first movie, if you guys are unfamiliar, it's got some actors that were named in people's favorite actors, the segment we talked about that. Roy Munson, a young bowler with a promising career ahead of him until an disreputable colleague, Ernie McCracken, tricks him into participating into a con game that ends with Roy's bowling hand crippled for life. It is the movie Kingpin from 1996. What is the popcorn meter for Kingpin?
That's Rotten Tomatoes.
Yes, that is correct.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's great. Woody Harrelson.
I'm going to say
it's Woody Harrelson. A caller brought this up earlier. It's the Woody Harrelson, Bill Murray movie.
I'm going to say 68.
And Randy Quaid. Is that Dennis Quaid's brother?
That is correct.
How the hell do they look so different?
His son also is an actor in The Boys and other things.
Oh, yeah. I can't think of his name. He's okay. He's not as good as his father.
I'm going to say it got with a cast like that, I'm going to say it got a 70% popcorn score.
And you guys both straddled it. It is 69.
Okay.
So after one movie, you are both 1 point away. So we would go to a final golden movie. The next one, probably the most popular bowling movie of all time, as Jeff Bridges plays Jeff Lebowski in The Big Lebowski.
Famously a bowling movie.
1998. What is the Rotten Tomatoes score for The Big Lebowski?
I bet the critic score is not good. I bet the audience score is great. I'm going to say 85%. How could you watch The Big Lebowski and not give it an 85%? At least.
I'm going to say 87.
87 for Lucas. The Big Lebowski comes in at 93. After 2 movies, they are separated by a section of only... it's not doing the math for me anymore. Dadgummit. Lucas is sitting in first with 7 points. Buck is sitting in second with 9 points. 3-point difference going into the third movie. As long as it's not tangentially different, we will go to a final golden movie. There will be blood. I drink your milkshake.
What?
DDL. If you're unfamiliar, Daniel Day-Lewis has a bowling alley in his house.
Yeah, it's a bowling alley.
That's where he kills his son.
Spoiler alert.
Oh, sorry.
At the end of the movie.
I killed my boy!
My boy! My boy!
No.
What are you doing here, SpongeBob?
SpongeBob
Get out of here.
There will be blood.
The SpongeBob is like eerily good, man.
There will be sponge. Ma, I drink your milkshake. Squidward.
It's so good.
What's the popcorn meter?
All right, I went first last time. You go first.
But there will be blood.
Are you looking these up, Lucas?
No, I'm not. I'm logging into the Zoom.
He's already checked out.
I bet it's high. I'm going to say 94.
Audience score, though, not critic score.
Yeah. 94.
94 from Lucas.
I'm
Buck?
going to say a 90.
90. There will be blood. Comes in at 96.
Okay.
And you guys are both within a golden movie. 15 points for Lucas, 13 for Buck. He closed the distance and took the lead. 2-point separation. We go to our final golden movie. A movie that contains Robert De Niro, Christopher Walken, John Savage in 1978's The Deer Hunter.
Never seen it. It's been on my list
I've
for a
seen
while.
The Deer Hunter.
It is wow, that's an upset. I would not have picked that.
Pre-1990, I've got you.
Great movie. Not a chronic overacting session from Robert De Niro.
No.
What do you guys have?
Wait, sorry, what is the metric that we're guessing?
It's the same metric.
Oh, still popcorn?
We're still doing the thing.
The same thing. It's just a tiebreaker. If it is within 10 points, it lets the loser.
The popcorn. Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to say 80.
If you get it on the nose, it is minus 10 points. I forgot to say that, but none of you got it on the
84.
nose.
86.
The Deer Hunter comes in at 91.
Dude, I need to watch this movie.
Your winner.
It's a good movie.
And the winner of the inaugural movie game bowling edition, Buck Rising. Buck Rising with 18 points, Lucas with 22. Close game. Both of you excellent guessers. If we play this game again, I will generally not pick great movie scores. It will be all around or movies that are unanticipable.
Well,
unanticipatable. Excuse me. Sometimes I just drop syllables and see if it works.
Go do your soccer thing.
Later.
Bye, buddy.
I'll probably be back before the end of the show.
If there's a chance, every time he says this, he doesn't come back. And every time we say that he's not coming back,
then he
does it out of spite.
It's a fun game.
Lucas has a call with BJ Callahan because Nashville SC is back this weekend, as a matter of fact. So you can listen to the games on 104.5 The Zone or live stream the Zone broadcast on Apple TV while you watch the game, if you're so inclined. I like that game.
It's fun. It's a nice time waster. Fun way to gauge how a movie is received. There's plenty of movies.
What have we done if not just time wasting radio for the last week and a half? I told Lucas I don't want to do any sports right now.
Someone in the chat, it's not a bowling movie. It has one 5-minute scene in a bowling alley. You look up bowling movies. Go ahead, DP5707. Look up how many good bowling movies there are, because there's 2. And I led with them. It was Kingpin and Big Lebowski. When I looked up, they're like 10 best bowling movies. Never heard of any of them.
No, we're not doing that. Get your tickets at 1045thezone.com. We are going to be giving away a pair of tickets to the bowling event tomorrow because 3HL is doing their show from from Eastside Bowl in East Nashville. So they are the lead up to the bowling event. We get started at 6. We've got the lanes until 9 o'clock. Sounds like full bar, game room, pool tables all over the place. Great menu. It's going to be an awesome time, and we're raising money for Home Street Home. So there's a QR code if you are checking out the Zone TV broadcast. The link is also in the F&M Bank chat if you want to purchase your tickets there, or you can always go to 1045thezone.com and help us raise money for an awesome cause. Looking forward to seeing everybody out there tomorrow. All right, what were we supposed to do today that I didn't want to do earlier in the show? Whatever that is, we'll do coming up next.
This is a different court, Blair. Same result, Slay. Oh, okay, Blair. See, that's Tyler Tanner. See, Tyler Tanner's in the house now.
Let's see what you got. Jerry's out, Blair.
Blair, come on. Okay, Blair, just come sit down. Come on, Blair, stop. You're going to get hurt. Blair, get off the court. That's enough.
What's the verdict, Blair?
The courtroom is where I play ball. Bar Durham, injury law. And that ain't got no roof.
Robert, where are you going after the show?
I am headed to the Germantown.
Nope.
No, I'm not. Nope.
No, you're not. I'm headed to the Germantown.
That's right. That's where you're going.
The Germantown. We're calling it the Germantown now.
I'm going to the Neighbors in Murfreesboro. You guys
Hey.
can come check out the World Cup game. Going to be a lot of fun hanging out. They got Michelob Ultra, Stella Artois, Neutrals, anything you can think of.
There you go.
Come hang out with me. Smoke a cig.
You can go smoke cigs at the Murfreesboro Neighbors.
Drink a beer.
With Robert Walsh while you watch the semifinal between England and Argentina. Electric. I would do it if you were going to the Neighbors in Germantown.
That's what we were just discussing. That's
I have
why
no cause to go to Murfreesboro today.
You don't want to? I hear it's a beautiful part of town. I don't get down there often.
We're big in the borough. We're huge in the borough. The last time I was in Murfreesboro, what was I there for? I was doing something. I can't remember exactly, but I stopped and had lunch. They have a little town square in downtown Murfreesboro. And I stopped and had lunch at the sandwich shop. And if I could remember the name of the sandwich shop, I would shout out the sandwich shop because it was delightful.
Except for you don't have to because Neighbors probably has sandwiches that you could gnaw on.
Fair enough. There's the Neighbors in Murfreesboro. I was stopped by a police officer, and I was scared because I felt that anytime a police officer pulls up alongside you, you feel you've done something wrong. And it was just a cop riding around Murfreesboro who said that he was a big fan of the show, and that was delightful. So I hope you have a great time in Murfreesboro today, and if you go hang out at Neighbors in Murfreesboro with Robert, you will have a great time watching the World Cup as well. 615-737-1045, the number if you want to jump in. Somebody said, I heard the UPS, Saint on YouTube says, I heard the UPS man blaring y'all's show in the borough yesterday.
Love that.
We're big in the borough.
If you're out there in a UPS truck.
Domenico's is the, sorry, but Domenico's the same.
Yeah, go eat there.
No, I'm saying, well, I mean, you could go eat at Domenico's if you want to, then go drink a beer and smoke a cigarette with you and Neighbors. Who's to say?
D Squared says, please stop smoking cigs. Well, then tell life to stop giving me moments that are worthy of smoking cigs at.
Tell the voice that's in the bottle of tequila when I start to drink it to not tempt me with cigarettes.
I did good this weekend.
I did not.
Saturday to Sunday, no cigs. And then came in Monday, and I was like, I need a cigarette.
Robert, I was in Orlando calling that IFL game on what was that? July the 5th, so after the 4th, and I smoked so many cigs. So many cigs on July 4th.
There are times when I smoke and I'm like, why the hell are you doing this? You don't even like this. It doesn't even taste good.
What?
But then there are times
Take it
back. I'm in the moments where it's worth it. It's so worth it. I'm going on a beach trip in a couple weeks, and I cannot wait to be on the deck of the house in the middle, like right at the twin time when the sun's going down and it's still light, but it's getting dark, watching the sunset, smoking a cig on the balcony. You're fat and happy from dinner, eating all the pill-you-can-eat shrimp. I just can't wait. Those are the moments worth smoking cigs for.
So Robert will be out in Murfreesboro. You can hang out, watch the match, the semifinal match between Argentina and England later this afternoon. Another thing that, you know what, my Twitter, I hate Twitter now. I hate that it keeps, why does it keep changing my Twitter feed to For You instead of following? I just want to see the people I'm following. I don't care about all these other people.
Well, because then if you only check the people you're following, the people that paid to be premium members are not going to get pushed to your algorithm anymore. And it would be useless for anyone to be a premium member. So they're obviously going to push the For You tab every single time you get in there. That's why they do it. I'm not saying it's right, but that's probably why they do it.
I know a lot of people watched this quarterback thing. Yesterday it came out and Cam's in it. Lucas's voice is apparently in the series at some point. Lucas was informed of this. None of us watched the show. So that's the way that we support our teammate, by none of us watching for Lucas's moment in quarterback. Maybe at some point I'll get around to it. I read Nick Sessa's recap today. He watched all 6 episodes, Robert. I guess he locked himself in a dark room in the Tennessean building and just cranked out episodes of quarterback season 3. It's Cam, Flacco, Baker Mayfield, and Jane Daniels. I haven't seen anything about Jane Daniels. I've seen mostly Flacco and Baker stuff. And I've seen, apparently there's a scene in there where Cam calls his own play in a red zone sequence, and Brian Callahan just kind of sits there and takes it. So things, I don't, if there's something relevant that you guys want us to talk about and you say, hey, you really need to watch this because I want your thoughts on it, absolutely. If you bring up a specific moment, I will seek that out and I will go watch that for you and we will talk about it. But if there's not, I read Suss's recap today. It's not really moving the needle for me. So we can circle back around to stuff like that later on. Hopefully we won't need to because we have SEC Media Days next week and then the following week will be training camp. So if I can avoid the Netflix thing, I would love to do that. Now, what we are not going to avoid today is actual football discussion because, Robert, Solak's done it again. How many articles has Ben Solak had to write in the last 3 weeks?
The limit does not exist.
I think he's the only person on staff that has not taken a vacation during the summer because he's the only one producing NFL content at ESPN.com right now.
And they're good.
They are good. He does a great job.
His articles.
I'm sure some of these he's had in the hopper, and they just, because I know Tehran submits articles occasionally, and like he may not know when they're going to come out. It's just kind of the discretion at the editor. So at some point, I'm sure Solak is in the same situation. But this most recent article at ESPN.com, new coach and player scheme pairings to watch. Now, there are 8 of these, and the Titans have a coach and player scheme pair to watch that we will get to here in just a second. Before I get to the Titans, which one of them grabbed your attention most? Well, the Titans have 2, actually, on this list.
If I'm being honest, it's the first Titans mentioned with Dable and Ward because he does a really great job about breaking down what Dable's tendencies are and how Cam relates to that, and then also how Cam is going to change some of what Dable does.
So let's start there, and we'll just read you the blurb. Watching Ward's rookie season reminded me a lot of watching Caleb Williams' rookie season. In both cases, it was mightily difficult to see the forest through the trees. There were dysfunctional supporting casts, poor scheming, and impossible score deficits. Superhero-minded quarterbacks developed bad habits as they tried to big play their teams to improbable victories. But in both cases, the flashes were bright enough and frequent enough. I remained a strong believer in Williams before his second season, and I remain one for Ward. And I add parenthetically that, I mean, can you find Solak talking about Cam from the Combine? Because that's probably as strong of a Cam Ward endorsement by somebody who studies tape as I've heard. Greg liked him fine. I know Mina Kimes likes him fine. But Solak was probably the loudest voice that I respect who was saying that Cam Ward is going to be just fine. Don't worry about it. Did you see the Seahawks game? Type stuff. So perhaps Robert will find that for us. If not, that's a tough ask. It's a clip on my social media feeds from like 6 months ago. So if Robert comes up with that, we can play it a little later. He goes on to say, Ward can sling it. He'll need to tidy up his lower body mechanics as he plays in an offense with more timing, and he can make easy throws harder by unnecessarily changing his arm slot. But that arm is live and allows him to read coverages post-snap and get away with being a little late as he learns to process at NFL speeds. His combination of release speed and ball velocity is going to create explosive plays in this league for a long time. Can I hear Ben Solak talking at the NFL Combine with us about Cam Ward?
Obligatory Cam Ward question. Is there anything in particular that excites you about the marriage between he and Dable this season?
He's good. Cam's good. I'm a full believer, man. I'm 10 toes in on Cam. Like the arm talent, the way he can change his release angle, the quickness of the release, the accuracy thrown outside of the numbers, thrown in the middle of the field, the aggressiveness, man. That seam to James Prochet lives in my mind against the Seahawks. That's like a big boy throw, and he just rips it, no hesitation, on time, perfect location, to the guy who's like wide receiver 4, who's probably thrown the ball to 9 times in his life. Like, you can't teach that. He's got gumption, he's got, big heart, right? He's got that love for the game, and he has like a really exciting toolkit. I think he fits very nicely with Dable, because Dable's best moments have been his RPO moments, where he's spread, he's a lot more collegiate, and they're, packaging plays together, and it's that quick release from those weird platforms, and that's one of the things that Cam does really well. Now, you need athletes in space catching the football to really get a lot of juice out of that. Otherwise, it's a lot of 5-yard, 6-yard dink and dunk, and then you take one sack and the drive's over. So that's where I think, at the wide receiver spot, it's okay. DK's got such a good skill set with the ball in his hands. Can we get him to be more of a traditional receiver, and how do we get him those touches? What can Manor be for us in terms of a downfield threat? So if he can be an outside receiver for us, can we go get a Wan'Dale Robinson and play him in the slot? Like, does that work for us? There's stuff to figure out in terms of the receiver room, but the best of Dable and what Ward does well really matches up quite nicely. I'm hoping they use him in the design running game a little bit more too. He only had 9 design carries on the season. 8 of them came after Callahan was fired. So they really only started doing it once they moved on from Callahan, and it clearly wasn't part of the offensive philosophy to begin with. I think it will be with Dable, and you'll see him tuck the ball a little bit more, which you don't want him to be a high-volume runner, but he's still a thick, densely built guy, and he's got quickness to him. So you want to be able to hit that 3rd and 4th zone read that keeps the drive going. And so I think the marriage is great. I think Cam's film is really, really exciting. He was my first-team rookie quarterback, above Dart and above Shuck, and man, Giants fans were pissed. But just film-wise, I mean, to me, he's a clear-cut above those guys.
So that's Ben Solak. And by the way, we did a lot of interviews at the Combine. Mina Kimes, Ben Solak, Robert Saleh, Mike Borgonzi, all available in the podcast feed if you want to go back and listen to some of those conversations. Some of them are a little dated. Some of them are still relevant, like what Solak is saying there. He's citing the run rate for the Titans and how things changed after Brian Callahan was fired. He cites that again in the article. Those splashy plays in particular stand out. Dable has used the quarterback running game to diversify his offense and play 11-on-11 football, not just with Jones and Dart, but even in instances of desperation. Remember Tommy DeVito? Ward had only 9 designed runs in the 2025 season, 8 of which came after Brian Callahan was fired, and 1 of which, by the way, got him hurt, right? That's the shoulder AC joint in Jacksonville. He clearly wasn't being coached to run as a rookie. That's not true. Like, that's objectively false.
In what way? Maybe he's saying in a different way than you mean. Like, he wasn't being coached to run those plays. Like, he wasn't being coached.
No. What he's writing is he clearly wasn't being coached to run.
Like being told to roll out of the pocket and run and take yards. I think that's true because there were plenty of times early in the season where Cam sat back there and nothing was open and he took a sack or threw the ball away instead of running to take the easy yards.
It's not true because I've talked to his coaches. I've talked to Bo Hardigree about this, and not just in the little sanitized settings that we do with it's a scrum. Bo told me that he, in almost a means of desperation, was just showing Cam Mahomes' scramble drill plays and like see how he immediately identifies the space once the defense sinks back a little bit, understanding that it's a passing play. That's where you take advantage. Just be decisive. He's being coached on this stuff. That's flatly false. Now, I'm not.
Well, he wasn't listening to coaching because that's his point, that the scramble rate of 3.7 was below the league average of 5.4.
But that's why I pointed out, Robert, because the coaching staff, and again, I'm not here to absolve Callahan or Bo Hardigree or Mike McCoy. I know that Cam Ward is a stubborn person. And I'm not saying like entirely to his detriment, but what Solak is saying here, now, it's worth noting that Dable is a significantly different presence than Brian Callahan. And Dable is going to check his ass real quick. And that's probably something that Cam Ward needs. Now, Cam is going to talk back to him. I don't know how that goes. I'd be curious. Dable's a hothead for sure. Like the personality that Titans fans keep trying to assign to Robert Saleh is actually Brian Dable. So Solak is incorrect here. He was being coached to do it. He simply wasn't doing it. Do you think Cam gets a pass that way? Because we don't know that, right? The only reason I know it is because I'm literally there talking to coaches every day.
A pass in what way? And a pass by who?
Let's say Cam got sacked 55 times, right? And Cam has been honest about it, been accountable about it, said half those sacks are on me. So,
27 and a half.
Something. 27 and a half sacks on Cam Ward.
30. Nah, that ain't it.
If Bo Nix took as many sacks as Cam Ward, don't you think we'd kill Bo Nix? I think Cam gets a pass on that. Now, not here locally. I think in the larger dialogue, people talk about, and it's very easy. If you don't watch the Titans, if you don't know anything about them, which the vast majority of NFL pundits do not, and I'm not blaming them for it. Why the hell, if you are somebody who covers the NFL at large and is needing to be informed on the teams that are good, why the hell would you go out of the way to watch the Titans during the season? Off season, you go back and say, all right, maybe I'll throw on a couple snaps of Cam Ward, see what that looked like last year. But you miss some key components of why things are the way that they are and why things may have gone the way that they did beyond just that they made the wrong decision in the hiring, and that was one of their biggest failures last year. Cam, I think, gets a big pass from the larger dialogue around him, not here locally. I think we've talked plenty about the fact that Cam takes too many sacks, that he makes that offensive line worse, not better. But I feel like he gets a larger discussion pass from people who are not actually watching the Titans games and not seeing how often Cam Ward is just outright eating sacks in ways that you cannot have. I mean, that play that people are talking about in quarterback where he calls his own shot and then takes a sack. It's the definition of what I'm talking about there. He's got, I mean, that's one of the things, he knows this. It's one of the things the audience knows this. It's not like I'm telling you any new information. The quarterback took too many sacks. It's not all the offensive line's fault. The offensive line was not good, but he needs to find ways to make them better, not worse.
So maybe that's something that Dable's going to ask him to do that is not something that is currently in his skill set or he'll have to grow into. Something that is in his skill set that Solak notes. This is from the article, quote, but that offensive structure also really suits Cam Ward at this stage of his career. The spread and the shotgun will allow him to utilize the zippy release from weird platforms. Where more robotic quarterbacks would struggle, Ward can flourish. With better receiver play, which the Titans can expect from Wan'Dale Robinson and Carnell Tate, those quick targets will be a lot more fruitful for Cam Ward.
Yeah.
So this will be this isn't going to just be, I think a lot of people.
I want to make it clear, though, I'm not banging on Solak because he didn't know that.
No, sure. I get that. I think you're giving local context. I don't think you're banging on anybody. But I think when a lot of people hear that, oh, Dable's here, this is going to be so much easier for Cam. I think he's going to put Cam in uncomfortable positions to help Cam grow.
I think that's the definition of what I watched during minicamp and OTAs when people are freaking out about his accuracy and saying, is he a bust? It's just one bad actor. Yeah. But no, the job is not to be completely complicit to your players. You got to put them in positions to succeed. Not, all right, bud, well, if this is really what you want to do, go get him, Tiger. And then he eats a sack because you don't have the stones or the spine in week 1 on the road at Denver to tell your quarterback, no, this is what we're running. Stick to the plan. Because you're too busy. What did he get wrong in that game? Alec Iamaner out of bounds on a reception.
All right, knee doesn't, or hip doesn't equal a knee, or knee doesn't equal 2 feet.
I can't remember exactly the body parts that he got down, but he got it wrong. He didn't challenge the play. It was a clear catch. We questioned him afterwards in the press conference. He then doubled down on getting the rule wrong and did not realize that he had gotten it wrong until the PR staff told him after the fact on the flight home, and then he corrected himself on Monday. So, yeah, I mean, I'm not putting blame on Cam where there isn't blame necessary for Cam. Brian Callahan was the bigger problem by a mile. Nobody's disputing this. Brian Dable is a very different kind of offensive play caller. I am curious to see how those two mesh. Now, we can talk about the Jeff Simmons, Robert Saleh portion here, or we can do that tomorrow. It's up to you.
Doesn't matter to me. Either way.
Okay, well, since we have another segment and we're no longer doing polls because Elon has ruined Twitter yet again in nefarious ways, we will talk about Jeff Simmons and Robert Saleh's feature in this piece coming up next. Did anybody sing ABBA at the karaoke night for 3HL?
I actually don't think so. Shocking oversight. That should be a...
What did you tell me he sung? He got up there, he was reticent to do it initially, and then got up and sang what?
You say it.
King Kunta by Kendrick Lamar. And the dude had it like...
It was like instantaneous.
I mean, I'm telling you, the name of the song, I said it like half jokingly.
He was like, I don't know, like King, and we're like, yeah, dude, you got to have a song. Come on. He goes, okay, King Kunta. And it was like, I got a bone to pick.
Yeah,
as soon as he said it.
I barely said the name. Kendrick's name barely came out of my mouth by the time the DJ up there dropped it. And I was like, oh, here we go. And it was me, Bert, and Slay up there, and Brent. I love, that's my favorite Kendrick song. Easily.
Well, yeah, it's a good one, but you doing it.
Oh, yeah. Every word, man. I know every word to that song.
That's amazing.
Well, we kind of got stuffed up. We were a little inebriated at the time. We'd had a couple of drinks. And
speak for yourself. I was like stone cold sober. I had been doing these World Cup updates.
No, the video I saw of you doing this, you had a beer in your hand.
It was like my
You're waving your beer in the air.
That was one of 2 beers I drank that night because I had to be here for those updates.
But you said, you were like, yeah, I couldn't wait to watch the video. And then I saw Dawn's video of it. And I was like, that was bad.
Yeah, it certainly makes you appreciate the verbal dexterity of one Kendrick Lamar. Like, oh, yeah, this is really
hard. Is there a
hard.
video? Is there a full video of him doing this?
No, I mean, I'm up there, too. I don't think I'd let it see the light of day either. You're not going to get any help from me. If I wasn't in it, sure, I'd throw him under the bus. But I think I'm also singing it.
It was enjoyable. It was very fun.
Karen on YouTube says, see y'all tonight at the bowling alley. It's tomorrow.
Oh, Karen.
Don't go tonight.
No, Karen's sleeping out in front with me. I've got the tent ready.
Well, this is also the Karen that likes to buy you tequila sunrises.
No, don't bring it up again. She brought it up. No, she brought up the tequila sunrise.
I'm looking at Karen, or Karen's name in the YouTube chat. It says, see y'all tonight at the bowling alley. It's tomorrow. Maybe Karen started early on the tequila sunrise. She says, I swear I won't buy Bert a tequila sunrise.
Well, she's
Everybody
lying.
within the sound of my voice that's going to the bowling event, if you are going to buy Robert Walsh a drink, it must be a tequila sunrise.
No,
it's the only thing that he drinks.
That's wrong.
It's his favorite drink.
And
true.
tequila is fine. You don't have to class it up. It doesn't have to be.
You wait until you're around Kirby again, Lucas. I'm gonna come up with some terrible.
Hit me. What are you gonna?
Kirby, Lucas hates America.
I'm gonna say, hey, Kirby, Lucas thinks that Robert Redford is a terrible actor.
Does Kirby love Robert Redford?
I don't know. I just
that sounds like something.
It does sound like a Kirby opinion. That he's the
Lucas
greatest American actor of all time, or something.
It's like a Tony Soprano. What the strong silent type?
Yeah.
who is an older female actress that I could say Lucas really likes?
Oh, none that Kirby would go for because they're probably all liberal.
Sharon Stone. I bet Kirby's a big Sharon Stone fan.
Oh yeah,
It's
Lucas thought that every movie she's ever been, she should be Sharon Stone to death. And then Kirby's going to roll over on you and attack you.
Stoned to death.
I don't know. What opinion would Kirby take?
No, you know what? The better way to do this is you should tell Kirby that Lucas likes Jane Fonda.
Okay.
Why?
Because Jane Fonda famously, they called her Hanoi Jane because of the way that she was very anti-Vietnam War, like in a lot of VFWs around the country. There are urinal cakes, Lucas, with Jane Fonda's face on them.
Wow.
Yes.
Didn't know this.
Well, there's strong resentment among a certain segment of the population for Hanoi Jane. So if you tell Kirby that Lucas is a Hanoi Jane fan, that'll keep him going for the rest of the night. It'll be done. I said we were going to talk about that Jeff Simmons, Robert Saleh thing here.
I think we should just save it.
I think I'm okay.
What do I need to know about the World Cup game today, Lucas? Headed to Murfreesboro, to the Murfreesboro neighbors to watch the game today.
Yes, go watch it with Robert if you're in the Murfreesboro area. Also, by the way, Sunday, great spot to watch the World Cup final at the new Hattie B's location in East Nashville with their setup over there. The sound will be on.
We're doing that Sunday, right?
Yeah, we'll be there Sunday on Gallatin.
Not like on an official capacity. We're just going.
No, we're just going to hang out. And obviously, you could go there today as well. But yeah, Robert will be at Neighbors in Murfreesboro. I mean, it's just going to be a battle, man. It's going to be... emotions are going to spill over. It's going to be probably sloppy at times.
Are you writing this down for your updates?
I'm feverishly taking notes.
I think it's going to be a transitional game, some end-to-end stuff. I don't think either team is going to exert control for the majority of it the way Spain did over France yesterday. And it's about which stars step up. That's not really like, galaxy brain analysis, but I just think games like this where it's going to be messy and chaotic and fun.
Well, Messi's out of it.
He's not out of it.
No. It's going to be about Harry Kane, Jude Bellingham, or Lionel Messi. Who rises to the moment?
Yeah, what did you call him the other day? Jude Bellington?
Something like that.
No.
He's been fantastic.
I was asking you. I was like, who's this guy? Because I'm not saying that he is a better player. I know you explained to me why they are different players, he and Harry Kane. But Jude Bellingham has been kind of England's rock.
Yeah, he's a superstar. He plays for Real Madrid, but he's just been incredible in this tournament. This is the thing. Lionel Messi is the greatest player to ever touch a ball. Like, the entire world has that opinion.
Hold on. Soccer ball.
Yes, that should be assumed. Lionel Messi is the greatest player to ever touch a soccer ball. But in Argentina, he will still be considered by many people second fiddle to Diego Maradona. Like, to an extent, there's nothing Lionel Messi can ever do to reach that godlike status that Maradona has in Argentina and always will.
It's like Jordan. For us. Like LeBron is so much better for so much longer.
Yeah.
And I understand that Jordan has one more. It's the difference between Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes may be the best quarterback I've ever seen. Tom Brady is the greatest winner of all time.
Yeah.
Those things are separate. I feel like that is the Jordan-LeBron conversation. There's just a certain segment of the population that will not hear it because that's how they grew up, and that's who they grew up watching, and that's fine. LeBron is 42 years old and still playing. There's an argument for him as a top 20 player in the league.
I agree. Yeah.
And I saw Jordan with the Wizards.
And
that ain't it.
What would have made that debate so fascinating is if LeBron had a stint with the Bulls and won like a title or two.
Oh my God. Mate. That's the best submission.
LeBron to Chicago.
That's the best submission for this game that we've had. Go to Chicago.
There you go.
End this once and for all.
Yeah.
Go.
End it, LeBron.
Except that the Bulls are just
they're not good. They're
garbage.
Yeah. But that's one of the very few things that's been missing from Messi's legacy, to beat England in a World Cup. And if it's to do it on your way to a second straight World Cup title, that goes a long way in inflating that Messi shadow, or under Maradona's shadow, in terms of his legacy. So I can't wait for this game.
Who is your greatest athlete to ever touch a ball, since you took such offense at Messi?
Ron Jeremy. I don't know.
What?
It'll get there if you think about it. I don't know. Best athlete to touch a ball. It's probably like Sarah Walsh or something, like a volleyball player, someone we've never heard of that's like elite at their sport.
Sarah Walsh, the NFL Network anchor?
Oh, who's the other Walsh? There's a Olympic Walsh.
I don't know.
Lady.
Carly Walsh?
I don't know. My mind is in Murfreesboro.
Okay,
I'm just ready to be.
Your mind's on ball.
Yes.
I don't think we've seen a bigger 180 than Robert Walsh actively declaring himself against the World Cup, and now he's doing a World Cup watch party.
I wasn't excited about yesterday's game because my fatigue had slowly started to wear off after the U.S.'s debilitating loss. But then Lucas got me back into it yesterday, and seeing Mbappe lose, the guy that everybody's been like, oh, this guy is the best soccer player. Oh, but he stinks yesterday. So it could reach up and grab anybody. I am vehemently against England today.
Okay.
Do not want Harry Kane. Harry Kane is like the most English sounding name.
It is.
Boiled peas and mash. Like
you definitely don't pronounce the H in England.
Harry, you're a wizard.
The H is silent.
Yeah, I'm good on Harry Kane.
What's the meme that was going around of that fat, shirtless British fan standing in front of Harry Kane? You did it, Harry, my boy.
Where he's got like the huge earrings and the
he's just this big, fat, half-naked English fan. Yeah. By the way, I'm also rooting against England because their fans are awful. Awful. I had a buddy, Lucas, at Hard Rock. I had a couple friends at the game at Hard Rock over the weekend. He said it's the worst fan base he's been around that have come through there as far as the World Cup.
I can believe it.
The way that they literally block. They block parts of the concourse to congregate and sing their songs. And if you're trying to say your section is just on the other side of the blockade, they won't let you through. So you got to stand there. Huh?
Who says? No, I mean, what are they going to do?
Red Rover you. They're going to Red Rover you.
No, I think I'd get through.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't want to step up to one of these hooligans out here.
No, that's fine, because all I would need would be all of my forefathers' energy from the Revolutionary War. It would come beating back through me. Francis Scott Key sitting in that prison, watching the bombs bursting in air, and that's all I would have to remember to take down. What's that? Doyle, and what are English names? Give me some good. Okay, Google. Here we go. English.
Okay, you just name names on the team. Pickford, Kane. Bellingham. Yeah.
It's not going to get more English than that.
Cornwall.
Declan Rice.
Come on. Yeah, Declan.
Yeah.
Yeah,
British name.
Any
John
Declan.
Stones.
Yeah, any of those
Not
guys.
Stone, but Stones.
Stones.
Stones feels very English.
Yes.
Well, they're going to have big old stones when I come through, because if I got to pee, I'm going, and I'm coming through, y'all.
Lucas, he said that he was sitting in the 300 level, and the English fans in the 300 level around him were throwing full beers.
Oh, sure.
Full beer cans.
Yeah. No, I mean, I believe it.
Poles.
I do. I mean, both of these fan bases are going to be at it's going to be a fervor. I mean, it's going to be
because the Argentina fans have not covered themselves in glory either. Like the racial slurs that they're hurling at I Show Speed.
Yeah, it's
on his
crazy.
live stream.
It's
I was
crazy,
like,
man.
you know, your face is on camera while you say racist things into this camera, right?
It's crazy. We'll see what happens. Should be fun.
Great way to end the show. Go hang out with Robert at the Neighbors in Murfreesboro. We will see you tomorrow ahead of the bowling event at 10 a.m.
A day at the spa, the perfect gift for birthdays, anniversaries, or any occasion. Lavish and luxurious, yet affordable. A grand gesture, yet simple for you. The gift card from A Moment's Peace. Give her the gift she won't buy herself. An escape, a bit of luxury. Something special that shows more than just words. A gift from A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs across I-65 from Galleria Mall. Call 615-224-0770 or go online at amomentspeace.com.